Hi, welcome back. How's everybody's doing? How's everybody's day? How is everybody hanging out at Clan Club with me today? Hi, we got Donuts with me today. Oh, immediately I get
hello,
a
no.
But hello. Welcome on in, everybody.
Oh, no.
Hi Kirby. Hi Wiggles. How's everything going? Is everything, you guys hear me okay? My mic, turned it off. Oh my gosh. I turned it up to max. And it's still quiet. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll turn the music down. How about that? How's this? Am I using the right microphone? It should be. Hang on, let me make sure it's using the right microphone. Do you know what? I bet you it's not using the right microphone and that's what's happening. Oh, it's not using the right microphone. I knew it, dude. Okay, hang on. I knew it. I knew there was something wrong. Yeah. Yeah, just look at the tail for a second, all right? Just watch the tail. Okay. Okay, now I'm blowing the microphone out. Okay, how's this? How's this? Now I can turn the music back up, huh? Okay, that should be good. How's this now? You guys can hear me now? Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, I didn't realize I haven't streamed VR chat since I got back here, so yeah. Let me check the music now. Hang on. Bring the music back up to like what I would normally have it at.
Hi, Alex.
And then I'll bring chat back up so I can actually see you guys. I'm a professional streamer, by the way. I was just telling Donuts this before we started that I'm a professional streamer and airtight. Everything's always good. Yeah, Donuts, can you say something so that it sounds good on stream?
Testing 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, if your stream isn't scuffed, then you're not a real streamer.
It's
in
true,
my opinion.
It's true. But yeah, hi everybody, welcome back. Now you guys can actually hear me. I actually, funny enough, had the mic, my desktop mic set up instead of my VR mic, and that's why the audio was so quiet. I'm like, why is it so quiet? What's going on with that?
Oh, yeah.
Time is a construct. This is my monthly possession of noodles. Eat breakfast.
Eat breakfast. Well, Noodles did eat breakfast again.
Do you have music on stream?
Do I have music on stream? I do, yeah. Yeah, I do. I have,
cool.
I'm playing the Pokemon soundtrack. Well, it's like a Pokemon and Chill thing from like Game Chops or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It'll cycle through those types of things. Toe beans already? Dude, okay, give me a minute. Let me introduce to everybody before we like get into like showing off our toe beans and our tails, all right? So just chill. But Dancat and Shiro, welcome to the Clan Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the stream now that we're actually starting and I actually didn't have my microphone working. This is Donuts. We're streaming with Donuts today. Welcome.
Hi everybody.
This is Donuts. They have a large tail and they are a snake. And I've been watching their streams for a little while now and kind of thought that it would be cool to stream with another reptile, you know?
Of course, thank you for having me on. Yeah, I mean, I love that you went dragon form specifically for me.
Well, no, it's not specifically for you.
Oh, well, I feel less special now.
Less special, but actually, whenever I do VR streams, I always stream as a dragon. This is my normal VR model.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Do you have an otter model?
I do. I don't really. I do use. I'm getting it updated, so I don't use it as often because it's kind of scuffed and it hasn't been updated since like 5 versions ago. So it doesn't work as well for VR, and this one's got like way better fluid motion and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. And a bigger tail, which is always a plus in my book.
It does have a bigger tail, but I think proportionally, probably both have the same size tail.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, I gotta change one more thing here. Professional streamer, by the way. Hang on. I'm just noticing that the font size is a little hard to read on here, so I'm gonna make it a little higher for the stream. Yeah.
Hi, Wiggles.
It's hello, Wiggles. Hello, Kirby. Hi, Alex. Hi, I said Kirby already, didn't I? Bomb. Hello, Nightly Neon.
Bigger tails are always better. Shakes
tails.
are 100% tail. Scientific facts.
Bigger Noodles says that that bigger tails are always 100% better. I think that's a statement you could agree with.
Peach is correct, actually. Hi, Peach. Good to see you. I know, Peach.
We are almost the same. Actually, I think we're basically the same. We're basically the same, which is funny because most people tower over me.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah. Well, this thing is like people don't realize how big furry avatars are in VR. It's like this is like. I'm usually, yeah, like you, I'm usually like shorter than everybody. My avatar is 6'1".
Your avatar is 6'1"? Your avatar is not 6'1".
Yeah, it's 6'1". I went to one of those measuring worlds.
You think it's 6'1". It's not 6'1". my model is like 4'9".
The horns I do. Well, wait, is that from the top of your head, or is it from your
It might be
viewpoint?
from the horns, but I'm not sure. But like the model scale is set to like, it is like very, very. It's a short model. Because 6 feet, I think is like, 6 feet, I think is like up here. Like you clip your head on the thing, basically.
That can't be 6 feet.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like 10 feet.
People that think that they're 6 feet.
Way above me.
People when they say they're 6 feet, but they're actually 4'10".
Yeah, right. I mean, in real life, look, it's different from real life. Like, I'm just saying my model, because furry avatars are freaking gigantic in this. They're all like 7 feet and 8 feet tall.
That's true. Yeah, most avatars here are like 7 to 8 feet tall. That is true. El Diablo, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for stopping by. But here, I'll show you. Like, for example, my otter, which is like the standard otter is 1 meter tall, and I'm slightly shorter than a normal otter. So, where's my otter at? So this, okay, well, hang on.
Yeah, itty bitty teeny tiny.
This is like 2'10".
It's so cute. It's so
okay, so maybe
cute.
you are 6 feet. Maybe models are just insanely huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
That's
that
what
is
I'm saying.
the
They're
case.
big.
Am I 6 feet tall?
Because if you go into your avatars and then you look on the right where your character's rotating, it says the height in meters, and you can crunch the numbers to figure out.
Am I 6 feet tall? Huh. It turns out that I'm actually huge. I always tried to say that my model was like about 5 feet tall, and this is like actually changing my entire world. It's ruining everything.
Have you ever gone to like normie clubs in VR chat and like seen how small their avatars seem? Because they're all like normal human heights. They're like, 4 foot through like 6 feet.
I always thought that was like
they look so small compared to furry abs.
Yeah, I just always thought that was like normal. Why am I disconnecting so much? Hopefully it's not coming across on stream. My headset's just deciding to disconnect quite a bit, so I don't know. I think my cable might be breaking on my headset or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. I always thought I always said my model should be about 4'10" or something like that. How long am I? Well, that's kind of a personal question, don't you think? Hang on, we got a blep. Oh, I forgot to give you the other thing. This is one other thing that I do on my stream. Normally I have a blep redeem, but when I don't have a blep redeem, instead of blep, what I do is I lick the camera. So, you don't have to do it with me. Or you can.
Way ahead of you.
Oh, it's so high. Oh, I'm so short.
Oh, your tongue is so floppy and shiny. Look at that thing.
And it's got like a color gradient too.
It's like a piece of candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to lick it?
No.
Okay.
Not on stream, TOS.
Not on stream. No gay kissing on stream.
I see you got rid of the nut redeem sync.
I got rid of
the... Are you going to MTF?
Am I going to MFF, you mean? Or TFF?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be at MFF, yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'll be able to meet you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't get rid of the nut redeem. It's still there. I just took it away for today because I knew that you guys wouldn't be able to behave yourselves around this guy. I knew it.
I teach you right away.
Smart.
That's the thing. I knew that the entire stream would just be you guys screaming nut, nut, nut every time that he shows his tail. Every single time. Nut, 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 nut,
Oh,
nut,
sweet.
nut.
I'm going to MFF Woo.
Yeah, that's right. Noodles is coming to MFF with us.
Oh, let's go.
I should actually get a little plushie of Noodles to like bring with me, like a little possum plushie to bring with me to the con so that he can meet everybody. That would be really funny. I wonder if I could get one like before the con.
Nice.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
The other redeem that I already got
was
was a Tobian redeem. So we do need. Oh my god, another bleb. We gotta lick the camera first.
Oh, hold on, I'm coming.
I gotta jump to get to the camera, dude. It's so tall. Okay, hang on, toe beans. Oh, you're so smart. Look at you. I gotta do this. See, this is what I mean. You guys wouldn't be able to control yourself today. Just the redeems would be out of control. You know what I mean? I gotta get back on the ground. I'm so short. Apparently, I'm not short. Is my dragon avatar named Sing? No, my dragon's avatar is actually named Myth. It's a different name. It's a character that I've had since I was like a kid, basically. I had a dragon. Dragon was my first persona, actually.
I feel like most people's first personas are dragons. No, I hear that a lot.
I think people's first persona is usually like a wolf or a fox.
Yeah, it's either a dragon or a dog of some kind. I feel like no one ever goes to the more exotic animals like snakes first.
I mean, to be honest, I think I know maybe 2 snakes.
I know a lot, but only just because I'm a snake. Like I just like through joining Snake Twitter and like Snake VR. You know, I've found quite a few.
I didn't know that there was Snake Twitter. Did you guys know there was a Snake Twitter?
Oh yeah, it's a booming scene. There's like God,
snake like furry
6 or 7 power snake users.
Wow, I had no idea. I mean, I knew there was this model, and I know that like Ryder has that model recolored, but you're actually the first streamer I ever saw use a snake model.
Go me.
Lizard folk really do control the world. I mean, yeah, there's a secret cult.
I think am I like how many other like scaly type VTubers are there? That
most of the time it's like dragons, but even then there's not a lot of dragons. Like there's like a few, and there's
I Canadian dragon is there,
but fluffy. Canadian dragon's fluffy.
Yeah, true.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, scales are not super common on VR. Overhyped for Dragonflight. Do you play MMOs at all?
A little bit.
A little bit. Careful, I get Phantom Sense real hard.
Sorry, I was admiring your scales. I love the texture. Yeah. I can like feel it. It's like I can like feel like the roughness.
So you do get Phantom Sense.
I have just got a snake avatar and I'm uploading tonight.
Yeah, just through my imagination.
Peach says they're getting a snake avatar and uploading it today. Apparently Noodles says that too.
Nice, let's go.
But yeah,
very rarely I do get Phantom Tail too, but it's only every once in a while.
I get it all the time. I am surprised you don't get Phantom Tail harder.
Do you?
Because like you're so tail focused.
So when I first started playing VR, I was disappointed because I didn't get Phantom Sense for the longest time. Like never got it right, and I was like, oh man, I guess I'm not the kind of person. And then recently, like within the past few months, it just started to kick in out of nowhere. Like I guess finally those neuronal connections just formed eventually, and like now I get Phantom Sense.
I think
I'm like, cool, let's go.
That's sort of how it happens for most people. I think for most people it's like at first they don't feel anything in VR, but then like over time, as they sort of like accept and like sort of like allow themselves to be more and more immersed in the space, you sort of start feeling things. And what's wild is you start feeling things that you don't even have as a body part. Like if somebody touches like my horns or like my tail or my wings, like I'm really sensitive at the tip of my wings here. I can feel it like really intensely. It's cool. Really weird.
Yeah, for me, usually like the tail thing only ever comes through like, say it's like 4 in the morning, it's been a long night, we're partying, we're all just vibing, and like this is how it first happened. I was just like in a cuddle puddle with some friends, and one of my friends like my tail was like wrapped around the front of them, like this, like all that stuff like that. And they reached over just without me saying anything. They reached over and they just like started scratching it, and I was like
yeah, when you don't expect it. And I find that it comes most intensely when you're like most relaxed and like feeling really vulnerable, and like you're not thinking too hard about things. Like you're just existing or whatever. And then when somebody just starts like gently touching you and it comes out of nowhere, it can be really intense, and like it like makes me shiver. It actually gives me goosebumps sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like it's always those moments where I'm just living in the moment, and I'm not thinking about anything, just zero inhibitions. I'm just vibing, and then somebody scratches my tail, and I'm like,
yeah. The more I think about it, the more it goes away, basically. And sometimes I worry that it will go away forever because I'm like, it matters so much to me that I get the Phantom Sense. But then then I'll just be like vibing with my friends, and all of a sudden somebody will put their like goo paw on my tummy, and I'm like, oh my god.
Right.
Have you ever seen the goo shader? I don't have it, but
I don't think so.
It is
I don't
so
know.
cool.
I don't think so.
Like not everybody's into goo or whatever, but like there's like this thing where like it feels sticky. Like if you feel textures in VR, like you just touched my scales and you felt the textures, you probably would feel this too. And it feels like
why do VR chat streamers sway so much? They aren't on a boat, are they?
We're not on a
boat.
Know.
Is that the word you're looking for?
It's like gooey. It's like sticky and gooey. It's really interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. If VR chat is free, I don't think you lose Phantom Sense, but I think actually Actually, I think it just evolves over time, to be honest. I think I just get scared and paranoid of it because I've heard of people. Because I basically, when I first got it, I had a friend that was like trying to teach me to like feel it. Like was like, hey, I'm just gonna try this. And I'm like, I think maybe I feel something, but it's hard for me to say. And then I went from that to having like some of the most intense phantom sense of like all my friends, and they're all like extremely jealous of it.
I feel like if I stopped playing VR for a while, it might go away. But yeah.
Maybe. I think you might have to train it again. But yeah. Foxpaws, thank you for the 23 freaking months at tier 3 in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Thank you so much. No, you're fine. You can talk. I don't care. I'm not that professional.
No, I actually moved up. I'm setting up my mirror so that I can see us while I look forward. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Now I can see us wiggle and sway. Let's go.
Yeah.
By the way, you wanted me, well, the title of your stream says getting your tail officially rated by OkayDonuts, so
we'll
I might as well.
We'll do that in a little bit. Hang on, wait for people to come in. Usually like an hour into the stream is like my peak, so we'll do that when like more people are in here.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then we can clip it, yeah. We want to make sure that everybody sees the official trail rating. That's the point of the stream today, is that I wanted to bring Donuts here so that they could rate my tail, because they are the official tail rater.
You never told me this. I see your agenda now. I see how it is.
I brought you on here. It was all a ploy. I needed to get my tail license.
Getting a free tail rating.
And why do VR chat streamers sway so much? It's because honest to God, I can't speak for everybody. For me, it's because I like to see my tail wiggle on the camera. I just like, that's the whole thing.
Literally it. Yeah.
Like, that's it. Lenena, welcome to the
That is 100% precisely it. People always ask me, and they're just like, yeah, they're like, Donuts, you're always wiggling on stream. Do you wiggle off stream too? And it's like, yeah. Like,
actually I do.
World, first thing I do is I go in front of my mirror, and I'm just like,
actually, people that have hung out with me in VR will say the same thing. I literally just sit there and sway my hips when I'm around them. I just sit here and do this all the time.
Yeah. Because it's so much fun. It's so much visual feedback, you know? So much visual feedback you don't get in the real world.
Exactly.
It's like it's so satisfying and fun watching it go back and forth.
Especially since in real life, you're not standing in front of a mirror the whole time. In VR, you're standing in front of a mirror watching like your cute little body
wiggle, waggle, wiggle.
And so it's like satisfying. I don't know. Is Snake a good snake? I think Snake is a good snake. But I'm a big snake fan. I've always been a big snake fan. Some people don't like snakes. I think snakes are so
really?
cute.
That's cool. Yeah.
Your tail is massively
I guess I'm not
strong.
super big snake fan.
Is your tail very strong or just really light because it's so huge?
No, it's, oh wait, you're talking, it's flower shaker. Is your tail massively strong or is it light? Oh, it's extremely strong. Well, it's all muscle, you know?
Yeah, snakes are all muscle. That's the thing. It's just a part of their body.
Yeah.
And Pokazar, welcome to the Clan Club. Thanks for live. Welcome. Rank your snake. I've seen it in the server. I think your snake beans are very good. Ooh.
Yeah, here you go.
I really like all your stickers, serious. I think they're really cute. You think you know this snake due to Twitter suggesting you? Yes, this is OkayDonuts, and they are very big on Twitter, actually. They're kind of everywhere. You kind of came out of nowhere and just blew up.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think people just really like the snake. I'm slapping the ground right now. See that?
People like the snake. You have you're a pretty good streamer in general. Like, you're just good at content creation in general. It's been good. You have a similar like rise like that I had, like where I just started and all of a sudden like it just took off and I was like, wait, what? Why me? And then, like I just got partner in like 7 months and I was like, but why?
The algorithm just like spontaneously favored you.
Yeah.
No, exact same timeline pretty much, where like I got mine in 6-7 months and it's just like, cool, let's go.
Yeah. It was nuts. It was a very quick rise, and you definitely, people know who Donuts is. But yeah, this is Donuts. I think they're cute. That's why I brought them here. Well, I brought them here to ostensibly rate my tail. But I thought it would be fun to stream with another lizard in general.
Yeah, Pokazar. There's not a lot of us, so lizards gotta stick together.
It's a Zoomer thing where people call it Shaker. Oh, so it's Flower Shaker. It's not Shakur. It does look like it should be Shakur.
Right. No, they said it's Shakur up there. They said it's not Shaker.
Have you seen Sirius's tail? I don't know. You're gonna have to rate everybody in chat's tail.
Wait, yes, maybe I have. Their username is really familiar. I think they're like one of my tail reviews.
They're like a yellow snake.
Yeah, I think I have seen it actually. Funny enough.
Donuts is right. It is Shakur. Okay, so it is Shakur. Okay, so you're right. Yeah. Dude, my freaking head's I feel like wiggling is I feel like I might need to replace the cable in this thing. I don't know. It feels like it's a cable twisting problem or something like that. And when I moved it, the cable got all fricked or something. These cables
That's
like $130.
what I hear most about the Index. Is it just the cable dies pretty quickly or often. You know?
Yeah, I've thought about going wireless, but like the wireless adapter is so expensive. And then like, oh, I forgot to change my status in here to streaming. They're really expensive, and you only get like 2.5 hours out of it. It's like, what's the point?
Oh yeah, screw that. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could get 2.5 hours of wireless and then plug it in when it runs out.
You could.
And go back and forth as it charges.
I gotta set my status on here to streaming. Social. Do not disturb. I always forget to do this. You did send it there. You didn't catch you reviewing it, though. Okay, apparently you saw it, but you didn't review it. You're ignoring your viewers' needs.
No.
You're gonna have to go find it.
No. Sirius didn't catch me reviewing it.
Oh, okay.
No. This is the other way around. Sirius wasn't watching my stream. Come on, Sirius, get it together.
Yeah, you gotta watch the stream.
And you weren't even there to see it. All right.
Unbelievable. Well, thanks for coming by, Flower Shaker. Have a good lunch. Oh, we just didn't catch the moment. Yeah, you got to go back and clip it so that you can show all your friends that the official tail rater did rate your tail.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember if it was a good tail?
Mm-hmm. I think it was. I mean, I'm a little biased towards snakes, but I remember it being good. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I bet you there's a significant snake bias there.
Yeah. To be fair, most snakes have really good tails. So, I mean, there's also been, there's some species, that kind of always fall low on my list of tail ratings because they don't traditionally have good tails. One of those being bunnies. But I have seen some very creative bunny sonas that have like big like dragon tails, and this is awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, in my opinion, the best tail is like a rudder-shaped tail. It's always got to be like thick at the base and then tapered. That's the best tail.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like
good for swimming,
Yeah, good for swimming, good for in general. Like the amount of girth back there, it just gives you like, I don't know, it's something to like grab onto. You know what I mean? It's like you get something you can real grab.
Yeah.
I think
huggability is a big factor.
I think like snow leopards have very good tails because they're very long and very thick. And like huskies because they're very fluffy. I like that. Right. But like I don't mind a bunny tail. Oh my god, if my headset dies midstream, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. But yeah, I don't mind like a bunny tail. But the thing about the bunny tail is that it's not really about the tail, it's about the framing.
I'm trying to do Orange Julius, but I don't know. I'm not a zoomer enough.
Isn't it Orange Justice?
No, it's Orange Julius, like the ice cream.
I don't think it's Orange Julius. That's how your OC's tail is.
Yeah, Karnath is a good one. I was just hanging out with Karnath the other night.
Karnath has a few tails. Karnath has Lombax and a dragon. But the dragon tail's pretty good. Yeah, yes. I would agree. Thoughts on tails with realistic gravity? So there's actually something you can do in VR chat, and I haven't done it, but a lot of my friends have, where you can take the tail and you can like add a collider with it so that it will collide with like the world geometry. So when you sit down on the ground, it will like
don't forget possum tails.
Lay flat. Possum tails look like worms. They're all right, I guess. But possums in general, obviously.
I've been meaning to make a version of this avatar that does that.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be always on. Actually, I wonder if I can put it on a toggle. I probably can.
You should be able to. You should be able to.
Because I don't want it to always be on. Because like it would definitely super get in the way.
Oh, especially because it's really big.
But, like, being able to.
But what you could do is you would do a custom animation where it just toggles those animators on and off in your model. But that should work.
Right.
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, it should be really easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Lysic would know.
Nice.
Lysic would know. This is a hell of a tail. Do you want to show Lysic your tail?
Sure. Here you go,
this is Donuts. This is Donuts' tail. It's very big. It's a hell of a tail. What are raccoon tails? I think a raccoon tail's pretty good. It's fluffy.
Have you seen raccoons in real life?
Lysic wants to meet you and compare fangs with you. Lysic's my mom.
Hello.
Actually, Lysic made this model.
Oh, nice. Lysic, you did a great job.
Lysic did an amazing job on the model, yeah. Hydabat says that they like your tail because it's big enough that they can hang from it because they're a bat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They can take a nap on my tail. You know, they can just hang upside down, and I'll just
That's the
I
thing
just
about
walk around, going about my day. You know, doing stuff, and Bat's just back there taking a nap.
That's the thing about that tail is that this tail is big enough that you can like curl it around yourself and take a nap on it like it's a freaking beanbag chair.
Yeah.
It's big.
I can just hold on. Let me do this. Yeah. Here we go.
See, that's perfect. That's so good.
There
Chat,
we
you can't
go.
see this. Hang on. Let me move the camera. No, move yourself up so chat can see what you're doing.
Yeah. Here we go. Let me just. Yeah. Perfect.
See, they can drape it across their lap like this. So you can like lay on it like a pillow. Can we compare fangs? My fangs are nothing compared to a snake fangs. I'm gonna feel inadequate. I got tiny little fangies. See, mine are little. Donuts has huge fangies.
I take very good care of them.
I just want to grab it and just hang on. I just want to lick your tail.
Stop it.
I'm gonna eat it.
Oh my
Hang on,
goodness.
give me your tail.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat your tail. I got
my PS is like through the roof right now. I don't know why. It must be you. You're infecting me with it.
My PS?
Yeah, Phantom Sense.
Oh, Phantom Sense. Oh, yeah. People tell me I have a good touch. We need the nut button. See, this is why I took it away from you guys. This is why I took you away from you guys. The shiny beans. The shiny beans are good. The beans have texture too, eh?
They are good. Oh, look at those. Oh my God. Why? What is wrong with me? Why am I seeing and feeling all of this?
I don't know.
Got chat help.
I'm corrupting them. Donuts
Yeah,
does have
like
Phantom Sense.
You gave me your Phantom Sense.
Apparently, I'm making it worse. Lyzik's the one that taught me how to use Phantom Sense. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Absolutely not. Oh no, Lyzik, you're ruined. Can you hypnotize? Do you have hypno eyes, like the snake eye thing? Do you want to show chat your hypno eyes? I don't have hypno eyes.
Sure. Let me just put that down. There we go. All right.
This is like a cobra thing in general, I think.
Here. Yeah, snakes.
Chat, be
like
careful.
this.
Be careful. Don't get hypnotized by donuts. Be careful. You can look, but don't look too deeply.
Hi, chat. How's it going?
Be careful. Be very, very careful. Careful, they're gonna steal all your money. They're gonna have you donating subs and donating bits.
That's what I do. Is I just go live and I'm like, subscribe to OkayDonuts VRC.
Can't look away. Yeah, or donating snuggles. Yeah, or that. Are two tails better than one? I mean,
Sync. I don't feel that good.
I think so.
Wow, look at that. Man, I didn't realize how much mine dwarfs other people's until I see
yours
them
is...
like side by side like that.
Yeah,
like,
yours is absolutely massive. It's actually funny. I had my character drawn, like with the ears or whatever. I had like a dragon character, and the ears were relatively small. Once I got this model, I was like, oh no, the ears need to be much, much, much bigger. Much bigger.
Right.
It's like a similar
match
thing.
the rest of the head, yeah.
It's not even just a head thing. It just feels right to have them that size. Once you like, it's a
Right.
different thing feeling them in real life than feeling them like, well, in real life, than seeing them in
Right.
art and seeing them proportional. Feeling them is like, oh, they feel big. They have to be bigger. Oh, see, here you go. Now
Right.
we got the rudder time. So now we got to show our tails properly. Hang on. Well, we can
Here
go
we
up.
go, finally.
Hang on. Yeah, finally. So yours is just like absolutely
Sorry, I think I'm
dwarfing.
taking up most of the screen.
That's okay. That's why we're here. That's why we brought you here, right?
Right. This is my real moneymaker right here.
Yeah. You're blinded by the tails. I mean, that's why we brought him here. That's why we brought him here, so we could let you see it. Am I on the ground? I can never tell if I'm on the ground or
The
not.
chat could behold.
Yeah, chat
you're
has
like
to
a few
behold
inches
it.
above it. There you go.
blinding the entire stream. Well, you saw both tails. My tail was in there. Listen, don't give me tail envy, all right? Don't make me get Lysic to make my tail like 100 times bigger just because of this stream.
Oh my god, do it. I put it on a toggle. Yeah.
We need the TOS lower view. I did that once on stream. I like put the camera on the ground and did the rudder time from the ground. And at the time, I didn't have my character wearing pants, and I was like, okay, this is too much. That's too much cake for one stream.
No. Yeah.
There's a clip of it somewhere.
Yeah, that'll definitely get you in trouble.
The long tail is a liability. I mean, what do you think? Does it get in the way?
Yeah, I'm banned from China shops.
You're banned from China shops.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation. Just like so much tail on the screen. It's just a good view, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You can hang from it 50-50. Yeah, so he does destroy things. So like before the stream, I was showing him around the place, and like literally as we walked through the bar, I had to like pick up and catch all the glasses that were just falling off the bar. I'm gonna have to send somebody in there with a cleaner. Send the cleaners in there to clean up all the broken glass. Toenail.
It was an accident.
Do you have special painted claws, or like what? Show me your claws. People like claws too.
No, they're just regular claws.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got like cool.
I don't have finger tracking like you do. I wish I did though.
Oh yeah.
You do, they look like pretty. I like
Actually,
that.
I think somebody.
They look rare.
Somebody figured out a way to do finger tracking in Quest. I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't that right, Lysic? I think.
Does it? Because I know. Well, I know the headset itself has a hand tracker, which is cool.
Yeah, no, I think somebody figured out a way to do hand tracking in Quest, but I can't remember exactly how.
Oh,
if I can figure it out, I'll send it to you.
I'll look into that.
Yeah, I think somebody in a chat I was in posted it, and but I don't have a Quest, so I didn't really look into it, but I think somebody did.
Lysic, that's the thing is that that's not gone away from me, and St. Goddard can attest to that. Like, I've had full body for a while now. I haven't stopped doing this. This just never stops.
I have a question for you. How long did you last in VR before you bought full body, or did you get it right from the beginning?
No, I had VR. God, I was probably playing VR chat for almost a year by the time I got full body.
Oh, really?
You know? And this is the thing is like, I really wanted full body. I just couldn't afford it, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I lasted like 3 visits in VR in like with my VR in VR chat once I had an actual otter avatar, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get full body tracking. I don't think it's gonna make that big a difference, but all my friends had the full body tracking, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try it. And then literally 3 days later, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get full body tracking, and I got it, and I'm like, it makes so much of a difference. It's crazy.
It's insane. It's like an entirely different game. It really is. Like I remember.
Really is.
I mean, anybody who's got it will tell you, like, because like I had half body, so like I had a lot of time in VR and VR chat before I ever got full body, right? And I had fun, you know, in half body, just like on the Quest, and I did a lot of stuff, and like I experienced a lot of different clubs and like parties and like events and games. Getting full body still to me felt like just like a completely new game, like it was a new experience. It's completely different from what I'd been doing the entire time, and I was like, all of a sudden I was like, oh my god,
yeah,
this is what it's meant to be. I don't know, and it's just so cool. Like, I don't know, guys, the future's cool. Okay, if you had told me when I was a little kid that I'm gonna be standing beside a blue Q dragon person, and they're just gonna be swaying their tail back and forth and looking all cute, and like to an audience, I would have just exploded. Like, and I'm gonna be a big snake person. Like, and this is just, I don't know. The future's awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
when what was it? I compare the feeling of being in full body tracking a lot to like being in a fursuit. Like, you put it on for the first time, and it like the fact that you can like move your feet, and you're like, oh, that's my foot. Like, that's actually my foot. It's where I would expect my foot to be. And then you move your hands, you move your hips, and everything like that. And you start looking at yourself in the mirror, and it's just like you look down at yourself, and you're just moving. It feels like it's actually your skin. It's very weird. But same thing. Yeah. If you had told me when I was playing like Furcadia, like forever ago, when I was just like, oh, I've got a little 2D pixel avatar, that one day I was gonna be able to stand here in like a place and like see my avatar and see somebody else's avatar and all this kind of stuff. Like, I never would have believed you. There's no chance.
You sink. And
know,
hi,
right?
Donuts.
Like,
Rude 2 Cuties doing? And I'm doing well. It's officially my B-day. Though you both probs know already,
right?
says
Even
the
as a little
Flaming
kid,
Gamer.
I remember drawing up blueprints for like a VR console and then mailing them to Nintendo and being like, can you please make this? But yeah, back when I was a little kid.
They made the VR boy.
They never
or
got back to me on
right?
that.
They made a VR boy, but it was like kind of
the virtual boy. Yeah,
the virtual
back
boy
in like the late '80s, and it sucked. But yeah, I mean, obviously no VR was good back then. But yeah, just. It feels like I'm in the future finally, you know? It feels like I'm in the future that I always wanted when I was a little kid, and I'm just so happy about that. And it's only getting better.
Yeah.
You see, in my mind, I've thought about this a little bit too. Like, I feel like right now, VR is still so much in its infancy, you know, and like just like as a platform in general. And like right now, what am I made a really good comparison a while back. I'm trying to remember what it is now. I want to say VR right now is in do you remember? Okay, here we go. This is how I feel it is right now. I feel like VR right now is in the leap from between like the PS1 and the PS2 and the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. Remember when we made that leap in technology, back in the year 2000, where like we went from the N64 to the GameCube, and all of a sudden like graphics were way better. It was like way cooler looking. It was beautiful. Same with the PS1 to PS2. You know. You know, and then a little later on Xbox to Xbox 360. But like I feel like right now we're in that transition of VR where we're going from its very stage one infancy of like 3D graphics, you know, back in the day, and now we're kind of moving on to the more advanced next step where things are going to look better. They're going to be more interactive. They're going to be way cooler. It's going to be much higher fidelity.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
It seems I have been disconnected from Donuts back. Let me fix that real quick. UWUOORR? RR?
Oh my gosh, I think Noodles is trying to climb up on your back and ride you. But my little possum's gonna get up on you and just sit on top of your head. But yeah, no, I feel the same way. I think a lot about like how VR was like 2 or 3 years ago, back when I maybe a little more than that, like maybe even 4 years ago when I first interacted with it, and I was like, this is cool. I'm excited about it. I think it's fun, but I really didn't see it as like something that like I could do this sort of stuff in. And even when VR chat came out, but like when it started getting big and furry, like around when the pandemic started, I started getting into it too, and I was like, it's okay. It's a little complicated. There's not really any models. Like when I was trying to find anything to wear, I was like, nothing really feels right. Everything's a little goofy feeling. There's a lot of like meme models and whatever. There wasn't really anything like this or like this or anything like that, right? It didn't feel like it was a place for furries. And over the last 2 years, it has evolved so much to the point where it's like it's become a staple in furry. Like the largest fur con in furry is a VR con. And I think so much about like how it's like, if that's where we went for in like 2 or 3 years, where it's gonna be at in like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 more years after this, and like how it's like, oh my gosh, like if this is what I can get already, how is it gonna be in like 5 years? And that's gonna be like wild.
Right. Yeah, it's advancing so quickly. I love it. It's so exciting right now. Just to watch it go and go. Soon enough, you're gonna actually have that tail. Okay, I'm telling you.
You're gonna have a tail in real life. I mean, I'm a biologist, so it's like sort of one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, maybe, but like I think much more likely than
is that why? Be honest. Is that why you became a biologist so that you could make a tail eventually?
I have
so
a wild.
Have tails?
I have a wild story about this. No, I mean like that would be cool, but no. I became a biologist because I loved animals in general. I started as an ecologist because I thought I was going to be like a park ranger or something like that, or like a study. To be honest, my biggest inspiration was like Steve Irwin, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I get to be like this person that like travels the world and educates people about animals and stuff like that? And I was like, that's cool. It was a total pipe dream. It could never happen. But then I found out that I was like deadly allergic to the outside. So I couldn't, I couldn't be outside without like basically dying because grass pollen was like, I'm deadly allergic to grass pollen. So
oh my God, I'm sorry.
Well, it's whatever. I'm long past it. I ended up in the hospital. I almost died or whatever, but like, I'm not dead. I'm fine. So, but I basically had to like pivot into a different area of biology. So now I'm in like genetics/biochemistry because I can stay inside in a nice clean room basically. But yeah, that's why I became a biologist. But I think much more likely than a biological tail that's on your body. I think like we are getting so good at like robotics and engineering and printing and like stuff like that, like designing that sort of stuff. I don't think it will be that much longer before we get to the point where like an AI tail, like a robotic tail, like sort of like in a prosthetic sense, is like becomes something that we can actually wear.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few videos of people working on those sorts of projects of just like what's the word? Yeah, prosthetic, like you said. You know, the tails that kind of like adapt to your movement and body weight and stuff like that, and can like help you balance.
There's actually like a lot of. Did you know that actually like your brain still has all the neurons and the pathways for your tail, but like we just don't have it. And that if we actually
no, I didn't know that.
If you put like a tail on your body and wear it for any extended amount of time, and this is probably why we still get phantom tail for people, is that if you think about it, the neurons are there. But if you put a tail, like somebody did invent an animatronic tail that will like consider your balance. So if you like lean this way, the tail will go that way to help you balance and stuff like that. And apparently if you wear it for like a couple days, it just becomes natural and it just feels normal, and you start depending on it. It's wild.
I was gonna say, like, that sounds dangerous because I can't imagine like wearing that for a really long time and then you like it breaks and then like you have to like, you can't wear it anymore. Yeah, you're like falling over yourself.
But yeah, like I think it's cool, and I think the technology, and I talk about this all the time, and I feel like people think I'm crazy because like I'm like. People, I literally don't think that people can predict what the world is going to feel like in 5 or even 10 years, because it's like, if you think, because I think people are so good at thinking about like what they look like in the world like today, right? Or what the world feels like today, and just assuming that the world will continue to be that way for like a long period of time, that they don't think a lot about like how different it was 5 or even 10 years ago. And it's like, I don't think people think about this because I'm like, you don't get it. Like 10 years ago, we barely had an iPhone. Barely. And now they're ubiquitous. Smartphones are freaking everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? We didn't have VR 10 years ago. Now it's everywhere and furry. We didn't have like any of this stuff. Like any of this stuff didn't exist. You couldn't Twitch stream back then. You couldn't watch, like barely could even watch YouTube videos 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, like it was like everything was like HD was a new thing 10 years ago, was basically.
Yeah.
And so
because
like
I remember when I remember like 2014 was when Palmer Luckey first did the whole he kickstarted the Oculus Quest. You know, I'm sorry, just like the Oculus is what it was, whatever it was back then. Oculus Rift, I think is what it was.
Yeah. My microphone.
And I remember seeing that. Oh,
sorry. I knocked my microphone off my freaking face. I knocked my microphone off my face. I'm dumb. There we go.
You're good. I just remember Palmer Luckey, like making the Kickstarter campaign for the Oculus Rift. I think that's what it was called. And just like watching it like blow up and like being so happy because I'm like, yes, there is so much demand for this. I'm not the only one. People want VR. You know, it was like this so super validating moment where I was like, the future is here. It's finally happening. And it was such an excruciating wait to finally get good like consumer level headsets, you know, because like it took a while for that tech to finally become like usable.
VR is so cringe. Ty, do you want to come hang out? You can come hang out with us if you want.
Hi, Ty.
Ty, you're welcome anytime, obviously, on my stream. You'd never play VR? Same. I would never in 1,000 years. But yeah, no, I think about that and I'm like, I don't think anybody 10 years ago could have predicted all the stuff that like has changed over that 10 years. And then I'm like, imagine 10 years from now. I'm not even sure that we can predict what VR is gonna feel like 10 years from now, because I just don't think that like we can even imagine how much technology is gonna change over 10 years.
Yeah, because like I don't know, like I said earlier, you know, if you had told me in 2012 that I'd be hanging out beside a cute blue wiggly dragon, I wouldn't have believed you. You know, so like, what am I gonna do in 20? What am I gonna be hanging out beside in 2032? You know?
Exactly.
I'm just a real blue wiggly dragon.
You got to see when ALGS starts because you want to watch Sang. It took me like a hot minute to figure out what the hell you were talking about. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, Sang. Do I know a Sang? And then I remembered who Sang is. Yes. That's fine. Yeah, no, you can come hang out if you want or not. It's fine. One way or the other. But welcome, Ty. Can I get a shout out for Tiger? And also a shout out for this guy right here.
Orange Julius. Thank you. Shout out for my Orange Julius.
It's not an Orange Julius.
Yes, it is. Delicious ice cream.
Delicious ice cream. Wait, does Orange Julius serve ice cream?
I thought that's what an Orange Julius was. It's like it's like an orange,
like orange juice.
Like it's like. Wait, is it a store where you're from?
Wait, where are you from? Are you Canadian?
East Coast. No, I'm East Coast, United
Okay.
States.
I was gonna say, I grew up in Canada, and they had Orange Julius in Canada.
Ty, I said hi like 3 times, Ty. You weren't listening. Hello. Goober McGee.
Bunch of ADHD nerds.
Yeah.
Is Orange Julius still a thing? I have not seen an Orange Julius in like a hot minute, so I'm not sure.
See, I didn't even know they were a store. I've always known them as like an orange ice cream shake or float rather. Orange soda, like orange ice cream float.
It's like there's a store called Orange Julius. At least there is in Canada. Maybe it's not an American thing. There's always been like a store.
Or is it an American
it's
chain
like
of fruit drink beverage stores?
Okay,
I
yeah.
We'll copy pasted that straight from Wikipedia.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like I always remembered it as being like in a mall or whatever, and it would always be like just a stand somewhere that sells like orange smoothies or whatever. Yeah, they're like yeah. I was thinking that. I'm like, I think they're part of Dairy Queen.
Oh, I see. That's cool. Which is also on its way out. I mean, how is that possible? How is the ice cream going out of style, right? How come how can Dairy Queen possibly go under? I don't understand.
I don't know. I mean, like
probably because nobody eats it anymore. I'm pretty guilty of that too. I love Dairy Queen, but I never eat there.
Yeah, I don't eat like fast food in general. Just kind of freaks me out in general, especially since like, and this is the problem, right? If I want to go to a fast food place, like say I want to go to McDonald's, a freaking Big Mac meal is like $16, and I'm like, I might as well just go to like a sit-down restaurant for $16. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's so expensive now. Like and it's garbage food too. Like you can spend $16 on a burger at like Red Robin at least, which is not like amazing still, but it's better than freaking McDonald's. And like you can get like unlimited fries and spend like $20, or you can spend $16 and go to McDonald's and get like a worse meal. I live in Seattle.
Yeah, you can get like a really bad burger.
McDonald's is like $16 everywhere I've seen. Yeah, I live in Seattle.
I knew that somehow. I don't remember how. I think it's just my telepathy kicking in. It's been kicking in really hard lately.
Yeah.
Like I've just been getting like mental images through my telepathy lately. Like recently, it's been coming through in really weird ways. Where lately I've been really good about predicting what people will look like when I see them in person. Of people I've met in VR, like I've never seen before.
What am I gonna look like?
Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. It hasn't come to me. I can't really control it. Every once in a while, I just like I get an image and I'm just like, oh wait, I know exactly what you look like right now. And like maybe 50% of the time, I'm correct. I'm like, yeah, go me.
Well, I'm not quite this Twinkie in real life. Not quite. Not quite.
Are you not as blue and scaly in real life?
Sadly, not as blue and
scaly.
scaly.
Probably not quite that big in real life.
Well, wait until you see my fursuit.
Oh, all right.
My tail is like
see it. I'm excited.
My tail is like
this
big in VR in my fursuit.
Oh my god, are you serious? Are you a dragon in fursuit?
Not yet. I have an otter fursuit, and the tail is enormous, and my hips are like this. Enormous. My tail is a literal liability in my fursuit, yeah. I got huge hips. I have like 50-inch hips and like a tail that's like 4 or 5 feet long.
Oh my god.
It's huge. Yeah, Donuts is coming.
I am Lizak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donuts will be probably one of the many streamers hanging out in the streamer corner, just like last year, where we all hung out in that one corner downstairs.
What? There's a streamer corner? There's a secret streamer corner? Okay, I'm coming.
It's not it's not like a real thing, but it's just kind of where everybody ended up like congregating basically every night. It felt like.
Right.
That was pretty awkward. I mean, it was, but everybody was there every night. I don't know. It was just sort of the thing. People just hung out there. I don't know. It wasn't like the official streamer corner, but just sort of where everybody ended up congregating every night.
Right. That's weird. That's funny. I was gonna say pretty much the only plan I've made whatsoever, because like I've never been to a furry con, but I've been to a lot of cons. I know how plans go. Is like the temptation to make plans for a con is very high, but I know as soon as you get there, it's just you just fucking freaking fly by the seat of your pants, you know? Like it's just you have everything out the window, honestly, when you when you go there.
I sort of do the same thing. I used to make like a lot of plans. A lot of people are making plans at this con, and it's like stressing me out because I'm like, no, I'm not ready for all that. So like, I have a couple things that I'm for sure doing, but I like to just vibe and hang out and float around. I usually like I plan to fursuit like in the afternoon because like nobody's really doing anything between like 1 and 4 o'clock ish. So I always fursuit around that time, or like go to the dealer's den or whatever. But I sort of have like a routine where it's like wake up, hang out with people sort of like lightly, especially if they're in my room for like breakfast. I try not to make any real breakfast plans. I always keep it light. And then I'll grab lunch, fursuit for a few hours. And then most of my con time is like evening times from like 5 o'clock dinner time till like parties at night or whatever. And that's like my usual.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much what's gonna happen for me is like I said, I'm probably gonna do something similar where I just like float and vibe and just go with the flow because I've never been to Chicago and I've never been to this convention or any furry con, and so I'm just going to attach myself to people and they're just gonna guide me. I'm just gonna hold their tail and they're just gonna drag me around the con while I sit on a skateboard and they they can just they take me wherever they go. You know?
You picked a hell of a con for your first con.
Well, my first fur con. I've been to other cons before.
Oh, well, this barely even counts.
Yeah.
Fur con is completely different. Not a complete, but kind of. Have you been to like an anime con or?
Yeah, well, I've been to PAX quite a lot of times.
Okay.
So that one's pretty big. And
it is big.
I'm used to the crowd and all that.
It's definitely a different beast. It's definitely a different feel and a different vibe. But yeah, like it's more. PAX is like so interstitial, like all those cons, like you go in and you like experience the things, you sort of like have your group of friends that you stick with. And there's not a lot of like meeting people or new people or whatever. Like you'll get like see like cosplayers and whatever, but there's not a lot. But at cons, there's like a lot of like crossover of different friends groups, and like there's a lot more like it's about the group and not about like the event almost is like how I would put it. It's not even like about like what's there, it's about who is there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down. I mean, that's because I wasn't originally even planning to go, honestly. And I wasn't it wasn't until like just this last week that I decided to go because, well, one, getting there is just a pain in the butt, right? Doing the hotel, doing the flights, packing, and like planning the whole thing. It's just a pain.
I don't know that
so
I'm
I wasn't originally planning to go because when the room lottery happened, that was still right around the beginning of like me starting to stream and like kind of like coming up as a streamer, as like the snake. Since then, I have grown so much, and so many people have asked to meet me and like wanted to ask if I'm going to MFF that I was like, okay, now like back then it wasn't worth it. Now it's worth it. So now I should go.
Yeah.
And serendipitously enough, a hotel room just landed in my lap last week, and I was like,
that's
okay,
lucky,
there we go. Like,
that's how I went last year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Donuts, you have to come to Tiger's concert. It's an obligation.
Yeah, of course, I want to.
Obviously. Yeah, I'll drag Donuts. Don't worry. I'll bring Donuts with me. I will bring Donuts. Don't worry. Yeah, I think I don't know if I'm gonna go to MFF again after this year, just because like it's such an event to try to get a room and everything like that. I'm probably gonna switch to like other big cons. Like I'm really eyeballing. I already booked a room for FWA and BLFC and stuff like that, but that's like my plan. Can I tell you something really embarrassing that Tiger won't want me to tell you?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It's really, really funny and sort of about when you started being a streamer. I'm waiting for Tiger to be like, Tiger, Sync, don't you dare. So it was really, really funny.
Oh God, what is it?
So how I found out about you is because Tiger was talking about me, about you in our group chat. I think with like, it was either in our group chat or privately with me. And I remember them just being like, oh my God, Sync, have you seen this guy? He's so freaking hot. And like just completely hard crushing on you. Was like, oh my God, I keep watching their stream and like, oh my God, this freaking snake model is so hot. Oh my God. It was so funny and so cute.
What?
That's the first time I ever heard about you. And then Ty like went on your stream and did like the little like biting thing and like was just obsessed with you. It was so hard crushing on you.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh man, that makes me feel really bad. I mean, I still feel really bad about that time I went on Ty's stream when we played mini golf, and that was a really bad day for me in general, and so I feel really bad because like there were a lot of outside elements that put me in like a really crappy mood that day. So by the time I got to Ty, I was just already so tuckered out and like in a crappy mood that like. Well, then it got even worse because Ty kicked the crap out of me in mini golf, and I just could not win. And so I'm like, I went from being in a bad mood to just being salty. And I'm like, I told Ty, I'm like, Ty, this is not fun. Can we do something else, please?
That's
like,
really
like,
funny because Ty had an amazing time with you. I promise you. Ty was like obsessed with the time that they spent with you. Okay. I promise.
I'm so glad that they feel that way. I felt really bad thinking like I thought like I was like a sauerkraut, like I was like I gave you a bad impression, like I was a dummy, like I felt really bad.
But yeah, it was funny. I just remember that was like when I first heard about you.
That was during the what was it the big heat wave we had this last summer. And what I found out, what sucked was this killed me for so many streams. I couldn't have my AC on because I live in an older house and play VR at the same time because I would trip the breaker because the circuit isn't capable of having so much stuff. So when I was playing that with Ty, not only was I in a really bad mood and I was losing, but it was so hot and I was dripping in sweat. Like my headset was like sticking to my face. It was like so stressful.
I'm a little worried about like the new house that I'm in because it doesn't have built-in AC either, but it's in Seattle, so normally that's not needed. But like the office is like, even in the winter now, if I don't have the heater on and I just run VR, it gets cozy in here. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be like a thing where I have to like, I'm gonna have to like turn the, I'm gonna have to get like an air unit or like a wall unit or something like that for my VR, just while I'm playing VR, or else it's gonna be too hot in here for me to handle it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my big reason for wanting to move out of here right now. It's like this, I'm a little torn on it because honestly, my living conditions are like really nice right now. Like I don't pay that much for rent. You know, I like pretty much the biggest drawback is I have some issues with privacy, not a lot. You know, I can still pretty much do and say what I want. But mostly just the power stuff. You know.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Because I share because the entire like the room I'm in and the person across the hall, we're on the same breaker, right? We're on the same like circuit, and we're both avid like PC guys who both do like VR and like take up a crap ton of energy, you know, and like are just both running like everything. So yeah, that's
regular streamer house.
That's a bit of a drawback. Yeah, exactly.
You say I don't need AC now.
Well, thank you so much for telling me about your first impressions of me. I'm always really intrigued to hear about that because I know that when I came up in the scene, I didn't hear a lot, but I did hear whisperings, and it made me really paranoid early on because I was like, oh god, like all eyes on me, people are talking about me. What do I do?
Especially when like it's like especially with you gained like a lot of viewers so fast that like you don't know why you deserve it. It happened with me too. I was constantly paranoid, and people could tell you. I was like, I don't understand why this is happening. I like people are suddenly talking to me, and I don't understand it. And it's like, do they actually like me, or do they just like want a piece of me, or like what's going on, right? And
the Flaming like, Gamer says I have returned home from dinning out for my B-Day.
Oh my
also,
gosh.
Sink and Donuts, you too are Gucci beans. Even though I've known Donuts for longer, you two are a great peep Sink. I hope y'all know that. And yes, my B-Day was great, and I'm just glad I got to spend it with family, and the many B-Day wishes I've gotten today.
That's cute.
Love y'all both, Sink and Donuts. Lepak love Nikki's 27 hug.
Yeah, happy birthday, Flaming Gamer. Thank you for spending our time with us, you know? We appreciate all the support and everything like that, and I hope you have an amazing birthday. It sounds like you've had a good one.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
Here. Mwah. Happy birthday kiss for you.
Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I remember when I was growing as a streamer, it was like a very paranoid, like, I feel like way more confident now, and I'm sure that you will still go through these like growing pains or whatever as you go, because like it went like I went up and then like I came back down and then like up again and then down again, and it's like it's such a roller coaster, and it's like it's hard to keep your head straight when you're especially when like you're new to the scene, you don't know anyone in the scene, and then all of a sudden you know people in the scene, but like you don't know who your actual friends are, or if people are being genuine with you, or like all this kind of stuff, and it could be really stressful. But like I don't think I've ever heard anything about anybody that said anything like bad about you. I think everybody just likes you.
Oh yay, that's awesome. I did hear one funny thing that really cracked me up, and I still talk about this on my stream to this day, where like I remember hearing somebody be like, oh my god, that Donuts guy is like, he doesn't deserve like all those viewers. Literally all he does is go on stream and then he wiggles his tail all around and looks cute, and I'm like,
okay, I have another really funny story for you.
Duh. That's also just I've told him, I'm like, yeah, duh, like do that too. Like what? That's always so funny to me when people are like, oh, they're only successful because they do this or they do that, and it's like, well, if you have it all figured out, then why don't you just also do that then?
There
like,
is that.
You,
I think
like,
it's a combination.
It's so
of things.
easy.
But yeah, Deegan Sargent, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the swim, and thank you for swimming on by. Welcome to the Clam Club. Yeah, okay, so I think a lot of people fail to find their vibe or whatever works on stream, or what works for them. It took me a long time to really figure out that I had like a chill, sort of comfy vibe stream feel. And I originally, when I started streaming, I was like, I really want to integrate VR into my stream and do things like just this, just sit here and talk to chat or whatever and just hang out. But I was always like, does anybody really want to watch that? Is that something that I would even enjoy? Like, what would I do? I feel like I wouldn't have anything to talk to people about. And now it's like a staple. Now it's like once a week, this is what I do. I always do this, and I love that stream. Yeah. But I have a funny story in that same vein. Before I met Tiger, I didn't know anything about Tiger, and I would go to their stream, and this is like, I feel really bad about what I'm about to say, because at the time I felt like so stupid about it, but I was really jealous because I would go to Tiger's stream, and I'm like, who is this guy? All he does is sit in his underwear and sit here and talk to chat, and he just gets like 150 viewers. What the frick? Why can't I do that? I want that. And I got so jealous, and I didn't know that Tiger sang at all. I didn't know anything about them, and I just was like jealous and angry about it all the time. And then I actually got to know Ty, and I'm like, I love Ty. Ty is my best friend. Like, I would die for Ty. Like, you know what I mean? And like, I feel so stupid about like the way I felt back then now. And like, I've heard that from people too. But yeah.
I mean, when it comes to like the retrospect of like feeling silly about things when you're early on, you know, sure, I'm only 7 months into my streaming career as a snake, right? And it's going so well for me. But I remember feeling so self-conscious, and like you said, you had the same issue when you first started, because like I heard the murmurings and the whisperings, people were talking about me early on, being very, and I knew it was all eyes on me, people being very critical of my progress as a streamer and stuff like that.
Dude, frick that stuff.
And
that's
also
stupid.
I just remember when because I grew extremely fast, right? And I remember I peaked at like 300 something viewers, right?
Oh my
and
gosh.
it was like a huge stream. Like it was like month 2, I was getting like 300 viewers, and then I saw this coming, because you know I'm a smart, well, not really smart. I'm a level-headed, business-minded individual, and so I knew that there was going to be a course correction at some point, right? Because that's what happens with all explosive growth, is they go up and they kind of come back down and they level out. But even though I knew that was going to happen,
it hurt.
It was really frustrating, and it felt bad because I heard people being like, "Oh, Donuts, he was just a phase.
Washed,
he was
just
like,
a phase,
he was like." Yeah,
and that's,
he's well, what's the word? Oh, he's what's the popular phrase that kids use these days?
You say you're washed
when it comes to that sort of thing.
You're
washed. Yeah. It's just yeah.
I know. I was there too, and like I went and peaked. I peaked at like I never averaged over 100. Like I peaked at like my biggest streams were like hitting like 160, 170 viewers peak like all the time. Like even up to like 200 when I got partner. And then things came back down, and like it was the same thing. I felt like I was like struggling. I'm like, what am I doing wrong and all that stuff, and it came back down, and it took until only recently for stuff to sort of like start coming back up and start rising again. But honest to God, I think it's just an algorithm thing. I think people just noodle.
Yeah.
I think it's just an algorithm thing. I think people they'll rise and fall, and I try not to get too caught up in it.
Yeah, 100%. That, like, I mean, I was actually just having a conversation about this yesterday with another friend of mine who was having issues, you know, just like because this happened to them, and it will happen to anybody. Anyone who's a content creator will tell you that this happened to them. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to crack that code.
It's literally not worth looking at the metrics. Like I have put like tons of work into some streams. I put no work into other streams, and some streams pop off, some don't, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna let it ride. It's like it's just not worth thinking about. And that thing where if anybody ever tells you don't deserve the success that you had, and I'm sure you already know this, but like screw that person. They don't know what they're talking about, and they're just jealous, probably. Like,
thank you.
It's not worth it. Like, it's just not worth it. Because, like, it doesn't matter. It's like some people are going to get really popular because the algorithm picks them up, and some people aren't, and it's just, you know, it can change. And I hate hearing that people would say that. Like, especially, like, I don't know. Like, I've seen streamers, they get, like, 5 viewers that I think deserve the world. And I've seen streamers with, like, 5,000 viewers that I think are garbage. So, like, I don't know that how much, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I don't know.
my positioning here. There we go.
But yeah, I think people get jealous, and I don't know. I hate that concept that people would like talk about that. That's bad.
To put like a bit of a capstone on my bit here, something that gives me so much peace of mind when it comes to this sort of thing that I discovered a little while ago. Well, not discovered, but kind of came to a realization and through observation, just like watching metrics and stuff like that, is that the algorithm and being a content creator and popularity as it comes and goes is cyclic in nature, and it's like a pendulum. I always thought, like I come to make an abstraction about it, where it's like, you know, people will drive themselves crazy thinking that like, oh, like I'm doing really well right now. Like all my metrics are up. I'm getting a ton of viewers. All my stuff's getting attention. And then it goes down and they beat themselves up because they're like, oh no, like what am I doing wrong? You know, like what am I doing wrong? Like how come my stuff isn't doing as well? And the truth of it is that, like I said, it's a pendulum. It just swings towards you and then it swings away. And that is just the way that it goes. And you are not to blame. There's nothing you're doing. You know, your content can be fantastic the entire way. It won't matter. Yeah. Because the algorithm will just favor you like this. You know, sometimes it swings towards you and sometimes it swings away. I agree. You just have to kind of learn to recognize where it's at. You know? That's pretty much the trick to
actually what Gizmo said to me, actually, that is what I tell myself a lot, is that the quality of followers actually matters a lot more. For me, I don't do this because I want like a bunch of followers, but I do this now because like I care about the community I built. I like that the community is sort of a reflection of who I am, and that matters so much for me. You know what I mean?
Trying to grab my mirror, but it's like not working. There we go. Okay.
Do technical issues in streaming.
Got it.
It also sucks when the pendulum swings away and people show you they were only around to leech off. I don't know that that's always true. I think maybe there's definitely people out there that are gonna like ride your back while you're hot and then like run away when you're not. But I don't know that that's always the case. Gizmo Husky, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. And also Camillo's, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for the follow and thanks for swimming on by. Welcome on in. Welcome.
Hey, freaking Gizmo. It's freaking Gizmo. And also it's St. Carter. Can I touch your big ears, please?
Of course, yeah. They are sensitive, but yes. Although right now they're probably not going to be that much.
Oh my goodness gracious. Right. You're not really on top of that.
I gotta get.
I like this little bit here, like the inside bit.
Oh, you mean like my industrials?
I can see like the head, all the fur.
Oh, the fur. Yeah. Oh no, the piercings I thought you were talking about. I've got. I think this ear has industrial piercings.
Where?
Oh.
No, is it the other side?
This side has piercings.
Yeah, I see them. Those are cool.
Yeah,
for sure.
Them on.
Smell really good too.
Hello from Poland. You would like to see our amazing beans feet? Well, I guess I could show you. These beans feet.
These beans.
Those ones are free. The first ones are free. The rest you gotta pay points for.
Mm-hmm. So that's your Poland privilege.
Yeah, that's the Poland privilege. Oh, why am I? Placemates move me back a little bit here. Pokey the Prodigy, and welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome on in. I gotta show the hand beans now. Beans. But yeah, all that to say, you don't have. Well, you got hands. It's all right. You're all right.
I got pobs.
You got pobs. But yeah, all that to say, basically, like I don't know. People get too hung up on this stuff. I think it's awesome to see people grow. I love seeing people grow. I like I get excited when there's like, and this is weird to say, I get excited when there's new blood in the Twitch furry stream community. Like, and seeing somebody like you come along that like, especially like, I watched your stream for like an hour and I'm like, I vibe with this person so much because like I talked to you after the stream and I was like, you have ADHD, don't you? You talk exactly like me. And I didn't realize like how wholesome your streams were and everything like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this person. I think they're like, I think you're great. And I'm like happy that you're with us basically.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that the community has been so incredibly welcoming, despite the fact I know I just drew a lot of attention to the negative parts that I heard, but honestly, it's far outweighed by the positive. You know,
like honest to God, like
so extremely far away.
My favorite thing about the fact that I'm a streamer now is how many like friends I've made and how important they are to me. Like Tiger, for example. Like I've just met so many people that I care so much about now that I'm like part of this community and like I just love them all so much, and it's like that is like the best part. That is like the absolute best part of like the fact of being a streamer and everything like that. It's opened up so many doors to me and opened up so many like friendships and stuff like that. And it's been so wholesome and awesome.
What about what am I? Oh yeah, oh, sorry, complete offshoot. I don't know why I just thought of this. How many other fur cons have you been to?
Oh, so many. I couldn't count. I probably go to like.
Yeah.
I've probably been to like. Maybe not 100, but like.
Oh my god, 100? What the?
Maybe in the 50s or 60s or something like that. I've been to a lot of cons.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket. How are you? I'd be bored at that point. I don't know if I'd go to that many cons.
No, actually, I mean, like, they never stop getting fun. They never get boring, to be honest. Like, you think you wouldn't love to go to that many cons, but you haven't been to one yet. And you don't realize how...
Right.
It's like going to summer camp. Did you ever go to summer camp as a kid?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Same.
they were sort of field trips.
Flyzik just rated with
gosh,
97
Flyzik.
viewers. Pause up
Flyzik,
for our
hi.
Raiders.
Hey, hello!
Pause up for the Raiders. I'll explain my story in a second. Hi, we always shoot Raiders the free beans. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, I'm Sink. I'm a variety streamer. Stream Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Usually Tuesdays is my VR stream, but we're doing a special Sunday stream with OkayDonuts here. OkayDonuts coming here to rate my tail. Maybe we should do rating our tail in a minute here, now that we've got like a bunch of people here.
Sure.
I forgot that we were going to do that here, but yeah, welcome on in. Flyzik, actually the one that's going to be updating my otter model here.
Nice, nice.
And a very good lion. Welcome on in. I'm glad you brought your community over with me. It's like talking to... Okay, yeah. So to explain, do you remember how in summer camp... And, oh, we got our rudder time also. We'll do that in a second here.
Okay.
Do you remember how in summer camp you would make friends with people and they would be like your best friend in the world after like 2 days? Mm-hmm. And then after you left summer camp, you're like, why am I leaving my best friend in the world? That is what cons feel like a lot of the time, especially if you've got a good like friendship group that you like really care about. You get to hang out with them and you get to spend more intimate like time with them. And when I say intimate, I don't mean like, you know, TOS intimate.
Yeah,
I mean like you are spending like face-to-face time with somebody for a long extended time, and you get to know them better than you would like basically ever have. And that you hang out and you do like actual real quality time with people the way that you wouldn't when you're just talking with them online. And then so for like 5 days they are your world, and then you leave and it's like it's so intense, like the feelings are so intense.
Yeah, you get that post-con depression.
Yeah,
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So I feel like fur cons are like a different feeling because of that, because you get so many like hugs and cuddles and like hanging out with your friends and like just getting to like spend time and FaceTime with them that you wouldn't normally. But yeah, thank you, Camilo.
I feel like what it's going to be is I've heard a lot about this, that it ruins like VR parties for you for a while.
I don't think so.
Because you're so,
If anything,
you don't think so? No?
If anything, VR the way it is now, I see it differently, but like it almost heals a little bit of the post-con depression for me, because like, you know, it's a different feeling. I actually get to be like who I am, like this dragon, with my friends, and like I still get to see them, like, and how like they look, you know what I mean, and how they want to look, and you still get to like, you know what I mean. So it's not physical touch, it's not face to face, but it feels closer, and I don't think it ruins it, but it's not quite the same for sure. It's definitely up there though. But yeah, Flyzik, hi, welcome in. I forget what I was saying other than that, but we do have a rudder time to do, so let's do that. We gotta shake our tail at the camera.
Oh yeah.
Welcome on in, Raiders. We're gonna shake our tails at you. Tail. I'm excited for you to experience your first con. I think that'll be cool. I'll have to introduce you to everybody. I mean,
yeah, I'm excited for it too.
But you know plenty of streamers. You're gonna introduce yourself, but like, yeah, you'll see and meet people that you never knew existed.
I mean, that's the big reason as to why I decided to go, is because I like I said, when I first started, like, well, when the room lottery opened up, it wasn't really worth it for me to go. But since the room lottery opened up, I've met so many people, and people want to meet me, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go.
For sure, yeah. Flyzik, hit me up anytime, of course. But I'm excited to work with Flyzik on my new model. I think it's gonna be really cute, really awesome. Normally I'm an otter on stream, but for VR streams I do the dragon, I do the scaly thing, because like I said, the dragon was like my first thing. I always like sort of felt like an affinity for it. When I got this model, it like felt very validating, so it's kind of nice. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool for sure. Well, I mean, it's fun and swaying too, you know.
Yeah.
Big and dragony, and you got those big old dragon pobs down there.
Well, these are pretty small compared to yours. You got bigger paws than me.
Yeah,
You got
I really need to update this model with like some details like that. You know, like I really want to add like beans and stuff like that. I want to add physics. I want to add like just like a lot of little details like that.
It's so much work. One day you'll just get a hyper focus and just focus hard on it.
Oh yeah. I'll spend like 5 hours doing it. You know, exactly.
That's what I did. After I finally did like my thing where I turned this model into a VRM so I could play Beat Saber, because it wasn't a Beat Saber model for a long time. So I finally did that. It took me like all day, but I just grinded it out. You know how it is.
Nice, yeah.
What do you mean snake undies? We talking about
actually, this model does have undies, but I can't show them on Sync Otter stream.
Why not?
Yeah.
Are they that horny?
Because of what you told me before we went live.
Wait, how horny are they?
I can say it off stream.
Okay, show me, and I'll tell you if they're appropriate for stream.
Right. All right, hold on. There we go.
It's not like Ty hasn't shown. Okay, probably not appropriate for stream.
You don't think so? You don't think this is? I mean, is that not? Why do you think that's not appropriate? I think it looks fine. Honestly.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think it looks amazing, sweetheart. I love that. I love that for me and for you. But for my stream, maybe not so much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You'll have to get that on maybe on Tiger's stream sometime.
Yeah. Someone who's able to show that.
Somebody who has an 18+ tag on their stream, none like me. Yeah, go check out Tiger's stream if you want to see that. Tiger says they're so jealous.
Tiger exclusive. OkayDonuts underwear reveal.
Yeah, Donuts underwear reveal on Tiger's stream, exactly. Tiger will talk about anything on stream. But yeah, should we get to the point of the stream? We said I was gonna have you on the stream to officially rate my tail. It's about that time, as Lizzo would say. So should we do it? Should I get my tail up here and you guys can rate it live?
I think so. All right, chat. Now here we go. We're gonna go ahead and bust into official panelist judge OkayDonuts to rate this tail. All right. So right off the bat, I'm gonna lay down some compliments before I lay down the hurt.
Oh no,
I love the physics, love the swishy, love the swing. The size of the fluff at the end here is beautiful. It's so soft. It looks like a big old cotton candy fluff. That's just a beautiful tuft. It's awesome. These spikes are so cool looking. They look like some kind of like semi-precious like mineral or gem, you know, cut straight from the earth. I don't know. I believe it's supposed to be your spinal cord sticking out of some kind. I don't know. Maybe they're implanted. I don't know what the lore is.
They're horns, but
it looks great. Yeah. Now the proportions of the tail itself are very good. As you mentioned earlier, you know, you have the girth near the base, which is really good, especially with how it actually bulges a little bit, just a few inches from the base, right? Where it's like it actually gets a tiny bit thicker and then it peters off towards the end here. That's great. Good for hugging. Great for squeezing, right? Good flexibility as well. You got plenty of sway, lots of fun. Here we go. Lots of fun to be had here, right? I especially love this touch. This is the first thing I told. This is the first thing I told them as I got in here. Actually, was this belt loop over the tail. It's a great touch. I love that.
Literally, the first thing you've ever said to me with your voice is that you like the tail over my butt, or the loop over my butt.
Yeah. That keeps it nice and secure. Keeps the pants on. It's important. Now my only criticism here is the size in general, but in proportion to the rest of your body. You know, I just think that because here, let me show chat here. We're gonna pull it out. We're gonna pull it out. Keep it nice and straight like that. So now we can see Sync Otter. Let's assume you're, I don't know, what we would just say, roughly 5 feet. I
said I was like, a little shorter than 5 feet, yeah.
Which we can, use that information to assume that this is roughly then maybe 3.5, 4 feet long. Which is just, actually, hold on, let me bring it down here. Okay, actually, no, this is an easier representative. You can't really see the feet. Can you float up a little bit? So we can see, there we go. We can see, here we go. So look at this, chat. See how if you pull it straight down, it only just reaches past your feet, which means it's roughly half your height. Mm-hmm. To me, that's not long enough. It should be it's 70% of your height. So it should, instead of ending here, it should end like closer to the floor from here, and it should be about roughly, it should be like, if it's held beside you, it should be from your beans to roughly your shoulders. Maybe a little bit below the shoulders. That's the good, that's the optimal ratio of like height to tail length, But other than that, I mean, I give it like a strong 2.8. Yeah, for sure.
3.8.
It's almost perfect.
Isn't
No,
that
2.8.
2.8 out of 3. Oh, I wasn't sure what it was out of. Like 2.8. 2.8 out of 5. Yeah. Oh no. maybe we gotta
2.8 out of 3.
Maybe we gotta scale it up a little. So, maybe we gotta get it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
A little bit bigger.
Just a little bit bigger, Will, and you'll have a T3 tail.
Maybe. I think that would require some blender work, but maybe we'll look into that. I think Lysick is actively hating me for suggesting such a thing, but there you go. A 2.8 out of 3 tail. I think it's pretty good. It's like an A+ tier tail.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty good.
For sure. I stand by that.
So I'm assuming this is the standard. This right here.
No, no one can be held to this standard. This is just simply too above that.
It's too perfect.
This is simply too. Yeah, it's too unrealistic. You know, it's like Hollywood beauty standards. You just can't compare yourself to that.
That's fair. Yeah, you can't be holding yourself to like an unachievable standard. It's just not fair to anyone.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I have any model that has like a tail that's like even comes close to rivaling something like that. Like this is like a very dainty tail.
Think most people don't.
But that's because the whole model is like sort of like meant to be like a little twinky and dainty. So I think that's part of the reason for that. I think if I changed the tail girth or anything like that, it would also mess my clothes up. So that would be a little weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because those pants look pretty form-fitting, so you might need to fix that as well.
Yeah.
All right, Lysick, you got your work cut out for you.
Lysick, we already did so much work on this model when it first came out. Like, so the way I picked it actually is I went to Fur Hub and I just went and like tried every single model in Fur Hub on basically, and then I got to this one. I was like, ooh, but I like it. It's twinky and cute. And then so it's the Cobalt base model. And then I've done all sorts of modifications to it. Are you laughing because I'm a kobold? Don't call me a kobold.
No, I was fixing my tracker. It's funny though.
Don't call me a kobold. I'm a dragon, okay? Yeah.
So they all kobolds say.
Listen, I have wings, okay? Kobolds don't have wings.
I can see the duct tape showing through as well, right? Too.
Listen, they're real wings, okay? But yeah, so we tried it on, and then we like, I liked it, but it's like, obviously it doesn't look the same. And so I've had like all sorts of modifications. We've changed a little bit of like the muzzle shape a little bit. The horns are custom and all the jewelry was added on custom. And then like obviously all the paint job on the nails and stuff. And then I paid another artist, you know the Rexy model? Yep. So the person who does the Rexy model, Rosillo, I paid him to do like a new mouse shapes and stuff like that for my stuff. So I've got like bigger mouse shapes than the normal model does, so it like looks like it talks a little better. But yeah,
nice.
Lots of work. It's been a journey.
I need to go use the little snake room. Is that okay?
Yeah,
of course. Step away for a few minutes.
I can entertain my own stream for a while, of course.
Okay.
You go over there and wear your underwear off stream or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to? I can just stand here and wear my underwear.
Yeah, just stand over there and wear your underwear for me. I'll just be looking respectfully, okay?
Be right back.
Hi Aces, how's it going? How's everybody enjoying the stream? Do you think my tail rating is fair? 2.8? Don't worry, I'm looking respectfully, Chad. I think a 2.8 is pretty fair. I think it's not like a huge tail. I think my tail could definitely be bigger. I've got friends with bigger ones.
Can't believe he didn't rate my tail.
I'm sorry, Noodles. I'm sorry, Noodles. He could have rated your tail, you're right. But I am gonna be honest with you, Noodles. I think he might be a little mean about your tail. I think he might be a little bit biased towards lizard and snake tails, if I'm being honest. You're confused with VTuber Plus. I don't use VTuber Plus. I use VC Face and VTube Studio and VR Chat. Those are the 3 things. And Live, I guess. I use those 4 things, but yeah. Yeah, it's 2.8 out of 3. 2.8 out of 3. So not a perfect tail, but like a very good tail. Yeah, Ty, you should have joined. Shoulda. I honestly, okay, when he said he had underwear, I was expecting it, and I'll give you guys a very like PG-13 version of like describing what this was like. I was, put it this way. I was expecting tiger underwear, but what I got was like night at the gay club underwear. Let's put it that way. Not that I mind. Don't get me wrong. I love the view. It looks great. It looks fantastic. I would look at that for a long time. It is very nice to look at. But like, yeah. You're fortunate that you have a fetish for sensible undies. I mean, it depends on your definition of sensible. I think these are perfectly sensible if I was gonna sit there and look at them all day and just appreciate, you know what I mean? There's some TOS underwear. Now, to be fair, I think you could probably get away with wearing those on stream, just not my stream. I don't think there's anything TOS about them. I think it's just, it's not the vibe that I usually bring. I bring like a teasy vibe. These are a little more, let's say that they're a little bit more rated R. But yeah, 2.8 I think is fair. That's a fair one. Exactly. TOS underwear. Yeah, I don't think it's TOS or whatever. Phantom That Floofy Wolf, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for so on by. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, Ty, you should have joined us. Absolutely should have joined us. When is the thing that Sang is playing? Is it like some big tournament? Is it like Rivals or something? I don't even know what it is. Flux the Wolf Aru, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for so on by. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. You should see when he like gets all like twisted up, his like feet start twisting around. It's so funny. His pro league, it starts at 50 minutes.
That's my resync dance in order to get my trackers back on track.
Yeah, when I walk away, my trackers just work, but I also paid like way too much money for my setup, so I'm a very good dragon.
I just don't have an index, so I have to do like a really weird a really weird thing to get them all up and running. But they are, from what I've seen, integrating full body natively into Quest, which is going to be really cool.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you need to scoot a little more. Scooch.
Sorry, I'm setting my thingies. There we go. I'm coming. Here we go. Am I here? Hello?
You are there. Yes, you are on camera. I'm a happy silly bean.
Sweet.
I mean, I do my best. Like I said, like my whole vibe for stream is like trying to keep things comfy and cozy and stuff.
Sorry,
looking at me like I was like, what the hell?
I was admiring your scale.
Yeah, but the way your body moved, you had like this thing where like your hips thrust all the way out, and you were like getting all. I'm like, hello. You can look at it was just funny. You can look at them. That's fine. Admire my scales all you want. It was just a funny pose. I was like, what the hell? It was so intense. Yo, do you want to get in the hot tub with me?
My thingies, okay.
Want to sit in the hot tub?
I would love that. And I have a snack that I can snack on too.
Absolutely.
I'm coming. Okay. Is this a hot tub stream now?
Yeah, it's a hot tub stream now. Let's face towards the sun here. Like I could put my back towards over here, yeah. Yeah. I gotta put myself actually in the water here, and maybe I'll take my clothes off because that's a little weird. Here, I gotta get you in the shot properly. Here we go. Where's my clothes at? Let's take my leg warmers off. Hi, Pizza Plane. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's a hot.
You're wearing. There's gotta be something I can wear.
You can probably take your hoodie off.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's a good outfit I can wear for this.
Let me get the camera in here a little better. Yeah. There you go. It's a hot tub stream now. Yeah, your hoodie's getting all wet. You got to take that hoodie off.
Nice.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, Donuts is floating over the water.
Oh wait, I accidentally took my glasses off. That's why. There we go. Let me do that. I was like, why do I look weird?
I guess I never considered that you have glasses on your model. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't even notice that on people. I just like they have glasses and I'm like, yeah, I just don't even think about it. That's just your face.
Mm-hmm.
Snipples. I don't think he's got any snipples. I think it's smooth down there.
This is a good view.
Oh, it's the entire camera is just like 5 pixels. Wonders how they stay up. What do you mean how we stay up? We're sitting in a hot tub.
Yeah.
There's like, well,
We're staying by sitting.
yeah, we're sitting. Have you ever been in a hot tub that's got like the little sitting spots? Oh, the glasses.
Oh my god, you're naked. It's
I'm
weird.
not naked. I got a swimsuit on. See?
No, it's just weird seeing like you without your warmers.
Oh
Just
yeah, I
looks- you
usually
look
don't
so
take them
naked now.
off. Yeah, it makes me look very naked when I take them off. If I take the shorts off, I genuinely feel naked. Like it feels very, very, very intimate, very intense. I think that I've seen glasses like this where they've got like a little spring on the nose, and so they'll stick to your face without the frames because they sort of pressure on your nose just a little bit, I think. So I think it'd probably work out fine.
Oh, you're talking about my glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have because they can't fit over my ears because I don't have any. But because what's nice is I have a snout, and so they just sit on top of that.
Yeah. So I think it's like a little. You're probably like pressured over the nose a little bit. Toga Nizumi, welcome to the clam tubs. I just swam on by. Welcome, welcome. They're pince knees. Pince knees.
People always ask me, they're like, how do your glasses stay up? And it's like, well, you ever wear glasses with a snout before? They just stay on top of that.
Exactly. It's like I think those exist in real life though. I think there's actually glasses that you can get that like
Snout glasses?
Yeah, well they're not snout glasses, but like they sit on your nose by like pinching your nose just gently. And so they like just sort of brace there because like a little bit of a spring kind of, right? Instead of like using the behind the ears thing, they just sit like just on top of your nose or whatever. What is Snack nomming on? They want to know what your snack is. What are you eating?
A blueberry scone.
Ooh.
Super tasty.
That does sound tasty. Yeah, it's a Durgan
Let's
Snake
freaking go to
pool
Sprite.
party.
Let me come over here. I gotta bring the chat closer to me because I cannot read it.
Yeah, I always have to make the chat really big, otherwise I can't see anything.
Right there. Cool. VR is cool. I like VR. I like hanging out in hot tubs with cute blue dragons. It is fun.
I like hanging out in hot tubs with cute black snakes.
Where?
Oh, right
Is
here.
there one around here? I don't see any. Over there, you said? Over there? There's one over there? There's one. Oh, it's over there.
Yeah,
it's over there.
probably over
somewhere.
there.
Wait, where?
Something like that. My tail was rated 2.8. Yes, exactly.
Out of 3.
Out of 3, which is a very weird rating system. I'm not sure where you came up with that, but
Well, it was derived on the spot. Because I came up with the term. Excuse me. I came up with the term top tier tail. So from that came a top tier tail is rated as a T3, and so we just on a scale from T0 to T3, and so 0 through 3 became the.
I have yet to see a
rating.
tail rating section of your stream yet. I gotta come by your stream more often.
No, well, I haven't really done them lately because I did a whole bunch of them for Tailtober, right? Because October was like the theme. It was all tail. And November, I kind of slacked on it. We didn't really do a hashtag for it, or like I'd make it a big thing. But I kind of vaguely based it around TF stuff, which was fun.
That makes sense, yeah.
No, I was thinking it's December. I was gonna make it Snout-sember.
Snout-sember. Are you gonna stream a bunch of? Are you just taking like sort of? You're taking it easy in November then?
Well, November was like TF themed.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, this is November. Okay, yeah, God, you got me.
Yeah, we're in
confused.
November right now. So. What if donuts had venom, but instead of killing you, made you high as hell? I mean, that would be a thing. I've definitely seen art like that.
I was devenomed at a young age, and my venom was harvested because it turns people into big snake people.
Oh no, not
like
that.
Me.
Anything but that.
Yeah, so
I'm sure people would hate that.
You don't want to get bit by me, chat. All right, because if you get bit by me, you'll end up next morning you're gonna wake up with one of these bad boys, okay? And
yeah,
you won't want that, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have a
hard
custom
time going to work.
Custom bed, custom car.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you imagine trying to drive with this thing? Or are you gonna take out the back seats of whatever you're driving? You know?
You're gonna have to like twist it around like through the back seats and like lay it there while you drive or whatever.
Yeah, it'll go all the way around your car and sit in the lap of whoever's in the passenger.
Yeah, if Ty says if their tail TFs into that, it's gonna make them rip their undies, which is sad for them. And the TSA must hate you too.
Ty, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh god, yeah, planes. I have to buy like the entire row.
This must be expensive. No wonder you've never been to a furry con. It costs you like $4 grand to fly.
Exactly. Traveling's a real pain, you know. Just the things you compromise.
Oh, they make me
put. It's worth it.
They make me put like foam on my horns because they're sharp, and then like we have to like zip tie them on so that I can't take them off, and then I have security take them off when I get off the plane because they think I'm gonna be like dangerous or whatever. It's wild.
Man, this is why furries can't exist in the real world. It's like there's so many different kinds with so many different hazards that like it would just be impossible to standardize anything.
I'm so dangerous.
Just being one thing, you know?
I'm so dangerous. Way more dangerous than like cute snakes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're sharper.
I don't know about
sharper.
You
have a lot of pointy bits.
You have a few pointy bits.
Yeah, but they're self-contained right here. You know, you've got pointy bits here and there and there and there and there. And you have wings. You know, that's gonna be.
I do have wings. The wings definitely make it a problem on TSA line for sure. Tail security agency. It's okay. I've got tail security agent pre-check. They've already examined my tail, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you carry your tail card with you, you know, because you've been rated now, so.
Yeah, I can carry my tail card with me. Now that I've got the official tail agent that has shown, you know, what my tail's rating and everything that is. That helps a lot.
You see, this is why you need to make it bigger. You see how hard it is to grab?
That's true. It is kind of hard to grab. Maybe I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like I'd have to like actually like go and edit the file, and it's such a pain in the butt. But I wouldn't mind having a bigger tail.
Right.
Yeah, my ass has global entry.
I mean, God, who wouldn't want that, right?
I got the tail security agent clearance, so now my ass has global entry. I love that. That's so good.
I just wanna be big rock star, living hilltop house and driving 50 cars. Remember Nickelback?
I do. Okay, I actually have an opinion on this. 1 second. So Snoring Kitsune, I don't mind if people like are gonna be bouncing for certain games. It doesn't bother me if like people don't want to see Scarlet Violet streams or whatever because of spoilers. I totally expect that, and I expect viewership to dip as a result. It doesn't bother me. You don't have to apologize for missing some streams. I never expect people to be at my streams, you know. And also, hi Iceberg, hi. How you doing? What were we just talking about? What did we just say? I was gonna say something about it.
I was just saying. Do you remember Nickelback?
Yes. I actually have a theory on Nickelback that people actually like Nickelback by and large, but say they don't like Nickelback because it's not cool to say that you like Nickelback.
Yeah, for sure. It was especially there in like the early social media like Facebook days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's right around the same time Facebook started blowing up. It was like 2006, right? It was pretty much like 2004 to 2006 was like Nickelback's like blow up era, and meme culture was in its infancy back then, and it was very low hanging fruit, and so making fun of people like Nickelback and like Justin Bieber was just like the funny thing to do back then, you know?
Actually, you know? Justin Bieber
it's so
is
weird
really good.
It's like he is really good, and it's so weird to think back because like when I was a kid, you know, back then I didn't know any better, so like I make fun of Justin Bieber. He's like this little 14-year-old kid, and like, you know, just being all dumb, you know, he's singing and like, he's so stupid. And now I look back, and like I remember like adults jumping in on it too, you know, like, all grown-ups like making fun of him. And now I look back and I'm like why were there grown ass adults making fun of this 14-year-old like kid?
Yeah, it's a weird vibe,
singing.
right?
He's like just singing.
Like why are we attacking some 14-year-old kid?
What were
like,
people thinking?
So messed up.
It was so bizarre. Because like, obviously, like I give myself a pass because I was also like 14, right? I was just super young. I was stupid. I didn't know any better. But I remember seeing like grown-ass adults, like people in their 20s and 30s, also jumping on it. I'm like, I would never do that. Like, I would never hop on a hate train on a 14-year-old kid. You know, like what was that about?
Yeah, it's a weird vibe. All the hate that Nickelback gets should probably be redirected towards like, I don't know, Imagine Dragons, who also suck like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, Gizmo makes a good point with Rebecca Black too. Like, she didn't deserve any of that. Hey, she was just
she just put out a song
video,
that she made.
You know? Yeah.
And people lost their mind over it. It's crazy. It's a bad song, but you don't have to bully her for it. Just like, you know what I mean? Everybody starts somewhere.
Like she was. like she was bullied off of the internet and like just like for so long, for years, for that song. You know,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's like it sucks because I think now I think people have a better idea of like,
Dirk
the
and a
social
snack,
dynamics involved
chilling
in
in a
social
hot
media and
tub,
like the internet
less
and
than
stuff
5
like that.
feet apart,
But
cause they're
that was
gay.
that phase we went through of where bullying as an individual became mimetic, right? Where like bullying Rebecca Black became a meme, and so we all just bullied her because it was funny, right? And like now I think people are wising up and they're realizing that we can't just bully people because it's funny, you know, especially not when they don't deserve it, like when they're just a kid trying to make music, you know.
This is fun. Yeah, I agree. And also what Tiger said is true. Whenever I don't
You're
show
lagging.
Yeah, I'm lagging pretty good. So I just lost vision in my headset altogether. I'm gonna fix it. But you entertain stream for a little bit. Wait, am I coming back? I'm back. I'm back.
Sure.
Okay, we're good. Never mind.
Welcome back.
You're good. But yeah, what Tiger said is true. If I don't show up in Tiger's chat, Tiger will literally call the FBI and like haul me to my computer and force me to watch. Like they do that thing where they tape my eyes open.
Yeah.
So true.
Like a Orange Julius, whatever that movie's called.
Oh my God! Speaking of lesbian
Clockwork Orange Julius, that's the one.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of lesbian icons, yeah, that's how Tiger gets all their viewers. He like, they like literally call up like the FBI and it's like, excuse me, I have less than 100 viewers. I'm gonna need you to like go and tape some people to chairs and force them to watch my stream.
You should edit that scene from A Clockwork Orange to just be the Tiger stream on the screen when the person's tied to the chair.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happens is going on. Like, I've got this thing where like I'm getting blackouts on VR chat quite a bit. I'm gonna have to do some testing to see what's up. I don't know if it's my video card or something else. I gotta figure it out, but I don't know, we'll see. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, speaking of lesbian icons, I went to go see Jagged Little Pill, which is a musical. It's like a jukebox musical for Alanis Morissette. And oh my God, the lesbians, oh my God, there was so many 60-year-old lesbians there. It was wild.
I bet.
It was a great show, but like I was like, oh my God, I am not a 60-year-old lesbian. I guess I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that vibe of when you go somewhere, you're just like, I am not in this demographic traditionally. Like I do not belong. That's how I'm gonna feel at MFF.
Oh, that's funny. So I guess somebody has a Twitch glitch where like my so yesterday I was playing Pokemon Scarlet Violet, and I have Fuecoco, who's like just a complete head empty idiot. And so I had my stream title as spending time with my idiot son, and I guess some people still have that as their stream title.
That's still accurate.
Still accurate.
Yeah.
That's really funny though. That's really funny. I should be updated. I think we checked before stream and it was updated. So.
Yeah. It updated live because you accidentally deleted a word before it when you first made it.
Yeah, I deleted the one word that's like rating my tail, and it was just rating my blank.
Yeah, it was like getting my blank officially rated by OkayDonuts. I was like, whoa.
Getting everything rated. Which one is the idiot? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both dummies.
Yeah. Absolute morons.
Both dummies with good vocabularies.
Exactly. Absolutely nothing going on in these lizard heads.
Yeah. Both lizard brained.
Oh, that's probably why I'm losing tracking. Oh, let me hang on. I'm gonna reposition in my room. That might be a big reason why. I've got like my legs up against my freaking wall here. All right, I'm gonna go and just play space move over here so I'm next to you on camera. And like, hang on. How do I do this? Turn my body and move the camera. That's how we do this.
Do these wings interact? No, I can't.
You should be able to move them a little. I think they have bones that you can interact with a bit, but honestly, I don't know.
They don't seem like I can move them.
Trying to like get this all in the right position. Cameras are so weird. They're like actually cursed. I don't understand how camera works. How I make camera work? How I get camera angle that like makes sense?
Rule of thirds.
How do I get you and me? Maybe I have to turn my body. You know what? I'm gonna turn my real life body this way, and then I'm gonna move the camera here, and then I'm gonna do this. This will work. This will work. This is fine.
Yeah, this is good.
This will work. I'm gonna come down in the water a little more.
Rule of nerds. I like that. Oh.
Panache, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome. We're both lovable idiots. I mean, we try. I mean, try is an interesting way to put it. I would say that like I don't try to do it, be anything. I just exist. Because we're cute nerds. Oh, we gotta lick the camera again. Here, hang on. Let me bring the camera in.
Oh, yep. Hold on, let me come up here. Let me fix.
Oh, I gotta hang on. Lock my camera. Yeah. All right, let me get my tongue out. Okay, lick the camera. Reaction to the left hand.
That was great.
Chat, if people don't see my lickies redeem, they always like every time the first time they see my lickies redeem, they're like, what the hell? I think my husband just knocked on the door. Hello?
Yeah.
What is it?
There's a husbando?
Oh, a controller. Oh,
this is
yeah.
a new character.
My what? What'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying there's a new character being introduced.
To what?
Your husband.
My husband. Yeah, I have a husband. They came in real life to drop off a controller that I had ordered.
Nice.
Because my fursuit has... Well, it's a fursuit. I have a fursuit that has glowy LEDs, and so my controller for it was a little bit like the power was loose on it. So I had to order a new one so the LEDs wouldn't flicker and turn off and whatever.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a remote?
Like it's like a controller board.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep.
Like a computer, basically, like a little mini computer that like powers and does everything for my LEDs, basically. But yeah, whatever people like a
little Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, basically. It used to actually be when I originally was planning to do it. It was gonna be a Raspberry Pi in my tail, but I suck at programming. Yeah, exactly. Oh, whoa, a raspberry tail in my pie in my tail. But I sort of suck at programming and didn't want to like do all that basically, and so I decided that I would like fix it, switch it up, and just do something like a pre-programmed thing from China that like just addresses the LEDs. So yeah, but yeah, usually when people's first impression, like when I do my Link Years Redeem, they're always like, oh wait, what was that?
That's a great like excuse too for pretty much anything in the world that you don't want to do. It's just like, well, you know. Just the way you phrased that was really funny. You were just like, yeah, like, you know, I was going to make it a Raspberry Pi, but I decided I didn't want to do that. So I just went with a different thing.
I didn't want to do all that. Yeah, because I had this whole idea where, like, it would be like a portable Wi-Fi hotspot that you could connect to. And on the Raspberry Pi, you could have like a custom API that you could, like, upload photos to and, like, change the LED colors and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, that would be cool. Don't get me wrong. But I also work, you know, 50 hours a week in biotech, and also I'm a streamer, and also I play hockey, and also I play World of Warcraft, and I don't have time for all this. It's just I can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Dude. Your tail. Oh my god, I gotta get tail controls on mine. I don't have tail controls. I do. Yeah. I mean, Street can't see it, but I can.
Wiggly jiggly jiggly.
This is another one of those things that's just for me. Just for me.
Only Saint gets to see this show.
I've got the tail show right now.
Sync to the average chat member. Welcome to the Clam Club. Come on in. Sync if Gielman was in chat. Welcome to the Clam Club, Aussie.
Covertly be rating tails while I'm there.
You're gonna be rating tails live? Oh my god, you should do a panel on that. You should run a tail rating panel. You should like literally bring fursuiters in and rate their tails at a panel. That would be really funny.
Cool, actually. That's not
something to think about. I got nice feet and tails, nails. I got these. Yeah. You guys ever notice this? I don't know if you're new here. Maybe you don't notice. My nails have like glowies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch them slowly. Oh my god, I can feel your hand
you're right.
On my
They got glow. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You can keep your hand there. It's just funny. I always it surprises me when I can feel it.
Yeah. I have very sharp claws, so I try to be gentle. Look at that.
Yeah, they glow slowly. Is it too late to hit MFF about that panel? Oh, almost certainly, yes. You could do it in like a hallway or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I've been thinking about doing some sort of like impromptu, like OkayDonuts meetup, right? Like, is that allowed? Am I allowed to do that? Like, am I gonna get in trouble?
No. No, I do that all the time. I have like, well, I mean, I do it sort of like less formal, but like people do that all the time for like their different fursuit makers will have like photo shoots for their fursuit. group, and they'll like host it like in various parts of the con, and it's fine. It doesn't need to be an official thing. You can do it wherever you want. It's fine as long as you're not like impeding the flow of people in a hallway. They don't give a crap what you do. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
So you could literally just be like, hey everybody, I'm in the hallway in this spot of the con or the hotel rating people's tails. If you want your tail rated, come hit me up. Or whatever, right? And you could do like a real live stream if you wanted. Although the internet there sucks ass, so you're probably not gonna do a really good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I've seen streamers try to do like phone streams from cons, and they always suck. There's just too many phones.
I always tell myself that I'm going to, that I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do a stream and a con from the stream, or a stream from the con, and then I'm like, I get there and I'm like, no, this is I'm not gonna do this crap.
yeah.
The best thing you could do.
I kind of have the same thought though.
Yeah, the best thing you could do maybe is like record video for like a TikTok or something. That maybe would be the best thing you could do.
I mean, because something I want to do a lot, like something I've been thinking about, something I've been talking about on stream too, is I want to just try to put out just as much content from the con as I can, so that people who aren't able to go can kind of vicariously experience it. You know, they can see the pictures and maybe some videos and stuff like that, and maybe record some panels and things like that for people who can't be there. So yeah,
you could try. I think you'll get there and find that you just want to vibe. But yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, well, that's what I've told my chat too. I'm like. I'm gonna get there, and I'm like, the reason people typically don't do that is, like you said, they get there and they want to just live in the moment. You know, you don't want to think about social media, you don't want to think about Twitter, you want to just hang out because it's more fun.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll just make a point of taking as many pictures as possible, and then maybe at the end of every day or every other day, I'll post like a big batch or something. You could also to my Discord.
Take a lot of pictures, and then like when you get back, just do a stream where you like go over all your pictures and like talk about the con.
Right.
That's always fun. I mean, not to tell you how to stream. It's up to you.
No. You're right. It's a good idea. I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Hey, do you know what a Guillemon is?
I do. It's a Digimon.
It is a Digimon.
I've rated their tails before. I think I saw somebody say that.
Yeah. That's like my biggest crush.
A Guillemon?
Yeah, that's like my biggest furry crush. Oh, I've lost.
Well, I mean, they do have a pretty big tail, honestly.
Another blep. Gotta lick the thing again. What did you rate his tail? Do you remember?
It was pretty high. I remember it was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, they have a good tail, so
I forgot to put
makes sense why you'd have a crush.
Hang on. Yeah. Okay, lick. Yeah, they have a pretty high tier tail for me.
That looks so ridiculous.
I love it.
Oh my god, you gotta clip that. That
I
was
love how
such a
stupid
good
it
little
looks.
like.
Behavior. I forgot to put like my smoothing on so I don't make people want to throw up. There we go.
Yeah. Smoothing doesn't fix that for me.
Yeah, Guillemon was like my biggest crush. That was like one of the things that got me into furry as a kid or whatever.
Really? Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Get the sun in the image there. Like a lot of that like Digimon Pokemon stuff was like the big and instrumental in getting into me getting into furry, and it's like that and then leading into like dragons and stuff like that. Also we have a Tobleen redeemed as well, so we gotta show people the goods.
Yep, easy.
Beans.
Beans.
The value people are getting out of the beans and the rudder redeems and everything like that. Why does Donuts fade in and out of stereo? I don't know. Donuts. Oh, it's probably because I have like
no idea. Well, so this is an awkward thing when it comes to VR chat streams in general. Is that you are my microphone and the microphone for the world, and so yeah, where I am is how it gets processed through OBS, and so positionally I am on your left side, and people are going to hear me from that side of the audio.
Yeah, and so it's positional audio.
My idea for this that I would love for VR chat to implement at some point is microphones. Just like you have a camera in a world, I would love it if you could have a microphone in a world. That way you could just put it here, and it could output a source to OBS.
Yeah, because
just like your camera does.
My microphone is single audio point, right? Like it's single channel, which is perfect. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But then like your microphone is gonna come out of like a double audio channel because it's spatial, and it's just awkward. Yeah, having a second microphone would be nice. I mean, we probably could have done that before they banned mods, but now they ban mods, so. Maybe I should talk.
Yep. So now we can't have anything fun.
Maybe I should talk to VR chat about like streamer tools. Maybe somebody should build a streamer toolkit for this app.
That'd be really cool.
I might have a source to be able to do something like that. I'll talk to them about it. I don't know. We'll see. Neos allows you to select the camera as the audio source.
I'll hit up my sources too. If we have a joint attack, we might be able to get through.
Yeah, I think I know like people that are like, I know somebody that's actually interviewing at VR Chat, and if they get the job, maybe I'll talk to them and be like, hey, can you pitch this?
Nice.
Pitch this streamer kit idea. I don't know. It's a pretty I don't know if they're gonna go for it, but it would be nice. Neos allows you to select the camera as the audio source and microphone.
Nice.
That would be nice.
See,
that would be ideal.
great. Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
that is actually a very simple fix that you could probably. That would fix everything basically for the stream. Yeah. Maybe we should put a ticket in. I don't know. It's a good idea. The early furry YouTube era was what got you into furry.
Oh.
No, sorry. Go ahead. Go say what you're saying.
Early furry YouTube era, so much of this is lost on me because I've been in the furry fandom for as long as I've been streaming, around 7 months. So like every single day, I learn like a little bit more about the history, you know, and people tell me all these sorts of things. And, you know,
you have no idea. I've been in this for like a million years now, since I was a kid, basically, like since I was like 14, 15.
Well, you said. I was gonna say, you said that Guillemon got you into it. Well, it was a big part of it, so it gives me an idea. You know?
When I was a kid, I was like, oh, I love Guillemon, and then I got to be a teenager, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh, I like Guillemon.
You were like, oh whoa. Yeah, you went from ooh woo to oh whoa.
Yeah, basically. I was like, oh woo, Guillemon, and I was like, oh whoa, Guillemon. The snake just meowed. Did you meow? Do you meow? Oh, you're making tiger noises. Oh, is that through your sippy? Is that your sips?
No, I'm just.
Oh, you just make
meowing.
squeaks. You just make squeaks. You sound like Tiger. You sound so much like Tiger.
Yeah,
Tiger does that squeaky thing too.
Nice.
You've been in furry since 2017. I like to not talk about what year I entered furry because it's like. Then people are gonna start calculating out what my age is, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it dates you.
It does date me, but it's like it's I don't know. I don't really give a crap, but like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've been around for a long time. If you like internet detective me and like traced my roots, you'd be able to figure out like how long it went back. But it's definitely, like, put it this way, I've been in furry for longer than 10 years.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Oh my god, it's been like
Alex has been for almost 12. I mean, I've met so many gray muzzles, as I think they're called at this point. In fact, I literally did an interview with one recently. Do you know Silas Sable?
I don't think so. Now, when you say gray muzzle, what do you mean? They are
just like somebody who is not mutually exclusive in this definition, but somebody who is older, but also has been in the fandom for a long time.
Okay. 30 or 40? Shut the fuck up. 30 is not gray muzzle. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Stop it with that.
So Silas Sable is pretty much one of the founders of the fandom, I discovered.
Okay,
I interviewed him about this, and because they so obviously then they talked about this in the interview as well. There's like you can't attribute the fandom to any one person, right? Because it's not like one person just invented it. You know,
for sure.
It was a collective effort. But Silas Sable was part of the team that organized the very first con and like really brought attention and like was like really brought attention to like this interest in getting big people to like come and sue, and so effectively one of the founders in that sense.
That's cool.
And yeah, just poking his brain and like hearing about his story, because like he started doing that back in like the early 80s was when he was doing that, and so he's been around for a hot minute.
Okay, I will tell you, I've not been a furry since the 80s or 90s. All right, so it hasn't been that long. I'm not like 100 years old.
Silas Sable just turned 70 this year.
Yeah.
So
I would definitely qualify that as gray muzzle,
by the way. So, which is pretty insane to think.
I've always found it uncomfortable when people get like really ageist about things and say like, oh, if you're like this age, then it's uncomfortable that you're involved in whatever. But it's like, I don't think you understand. Like, this is my life, and it has been since I was a kid. Like, like it's a community that I've grown up into, and it's like what I feel comfortable with, and like, you know, it lets me feel like I'm myself. Or like and obviously, you know, you're more recent to this, and I think you will grow to feel the same way once you get into the community. But yeah.
The conference, Red Links is right. That is the one. That is the one that's the convention that Silas told me that they were part of the founding team of. Yeah, they.
Yeah, see, I'm not even familiar with that
one. Yeah, and it was just so cool to like hear how like because back then it wasn't even called furries. It was like
anthropomorphic.
They like didn't have a name.
I think it was called or something like that.
And people like suiting wasn't really a thing back then either.
No, it wasn't.
That kind of came around later.
Suiting is so common now. Even like in the time that I've been a furry, when I first started entering fursuiting was a thing, and like a lot of people did have fursuits, but like it wasn't like common like it is now. Now having a fursuit is almost like a rite of passage. Like everybody has one now.
Yeah.
Freaking Wizzy has a fursuit.
Did you say Wizzy?
Yeah, Dark Wizzy. You know who that is, right?
Nice.
Yeah, he commissioned a fursuit.
I was just hanging out with him last night.
Yeah.
Wait, does he actually have it?
I don't think he has it yet, but he did commission one.
Nice.
And I remember like back when he was like,
ask him about that.
He was like, "No, I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry." And now he's like, he's so into furry. It's like hilarious.
Now he's got a suit.
He's got a furry icon. Did you know at Smash tournaments now, when like people are like commentating his gameplay, they'll call him Bark Wizzy.
Bark Wizzy.
It's so funny.
That's friggin' funny. Holy crap. But well, a lot of people have asked me, and I made a tweet about this recently where I was like, people are like, are you gonna get a fursuit? And like, I mean, how am I gonna do that, right?
You could do it.
How am I ever gonna?
No, trust me, you could do it.
The thing's like 10 feet long.
Trust me, you could do it. Yeah, you could do it. Trust me.
Oh.
I don't know that you would be able to get. Put it this way. I don't think you'd be able to get a one-to-one recreation of exactly this. But if you wanted to get a fursuit that had a ridiculously long, huge tail, and you wanted a snake fursuit, oh, it's doable. It's definitely doable.
Right. I had an idea, so like I was putting my brain to this too, and I was like, how would I make it this large and also this like wiggly and viable? And my idea was to make it like one of those wacky wavy inflatable long arm tube guys.
An inflatable tail.
Have a variable fan in it that like went back and forth and like would turn would change intensity, and would make it like wiggle and go and to all sorts of dynamic movement.
If you wanted it to be furry, it wouldn't work that well, just because like the fur would be so heavy.
Right.
But if you wanted it to just be like plasticky, it would be fine. But yeah.
It would, it would just be for the visual aspect, I think. Plus, that would obviously make it very light, which would be more manageable. It would act a lot like this one, where I obviously don't have the weight of this bearing me down,
The only way to become a snake fursuit is to become either super skinny or amputee on a pogo stick.
On a pogo stick.
Well, no, he would still have limbs. He's got to be anthropomorphic. I mean, he doesn't have to be, but he's got the beans in the feet.
I would prefer it to be.
Yeah, Glowy, I don't think, when I say it's a rite of passage, I don't think actually people think that way, like you're not a furry if you don't have a fursuit. Many people don't like fursuits, but like a lot of people have it. I would say like probably like, I don't think half furries have fursuits. At cons, I would say probably half of people that go to cons have fursuits, but there are a lot of people that like fursuits or even don't like fursuits that don't want to fursuit, that don't have fursuits. So, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do. Some people probably think that if you don't have a fursuit that like it's like, oh yeah, you're like not a real furry. But those people suck, so screw that.
I've heard that too. Yeah. That's another one of those like little crappy negative things that I've heard.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth like thinking about or getting too worked up about. So.
Stink, I'm running up against my time here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do my say my goodbyes to this cutie patootie blue scaly thing who has the coolest scales I think I've ever seen, and I want to drag my clouds across them and hear like that's a really satisfying like noise,
You like scratch my collar, I got a little shivery. But yeah, no, we should hang out together off stream sometime. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to. and we can hang out on stream again sometime.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I had a great time with you. It was really fun. I'm happy to have had you on the stream.
I had a really good time on the stream too. Chat, thank you for having me as well. It was great to be on Sync's stream. I'd love to meet you all. You're all fantastic. I'm OkayDonuts. Yeah, I hope to see you around soon.
I'll try to get you a shout out here. I'm not sure if I've got any mods right now, but I'll get you a shout out. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
Of course.
Yeah, I would try to get a shout out. I'll try to type one in a minute here so you guys can join my, you get to follow my friend here. And I'll see you next time. See you around.
Yay. Yeah, I'll see you around. 1 second. All right.
Aces wants to bite you next time. All right, Donuts is gone. Snake is gone. Sorry, you didn't get any more snake licks. You can have dragon licks though. I hope you guys like donuts. I hope you like them. I'm just gonna reorient myself here. Yeah, so that like I'm talking a little bit more into the into my sound dampening here. I think that should be fine. That should be fine, yeah. I hope you guys like donuts. I've been like watching them on stream for a little bit, and I think that their vibe is really nice. I think that like I didn't really know a lot about them, so I went and watched their stream, and I had only recently started talking to them a little bit. But I went to their stream, and one of the things I look out for when I'm looking for people to stream with is their vibe and like the way that they talk to their community. And when I sat and watched Donuts, the way they talk to their community, I really got the same sort of vibe that I get when I talk to you guys. Sort of that vibe of like, hey, you know, we're treating each other as like we're people, and like they're very wholesome, and they talk to you like they're your real people. And I really liked the way that was going, so I decided to pop him an invite to come onto the stream and hang out with them for a little while. But yeah, he's not a furry, he's a scaler. What do you call me? I guess I got some fur or whatever. How was my weekend? I had an amazing time this weekend. Now that like my office is like set up, I'm feeling a lot better about my office and everything like that. So it's getting better. The house is slowly getting unpacked. We unpacked like all our boxes now. Things are put away in drawers and stuff. I'm starting to get into a routine, so starting to feel a little bit more sane, yeah. Lysic, since you're here, can you do a shout out /shout out for OkayDonuts? It's OkayDonuts VR, if you don't mind. Are you a furry? Also, hi Sam, hi Glowy, hi everybody that's here. Donuts is such a great snake. I had not known them for a while, and I talked about this. They came up in the streaming community very, very fast, just recently. And so I feel like I only heard about them like a couple months ago, and they popped off on stream, and I hadn't really gotten a chance to see much of their content. I saw stuff like some of their TikToks and their clips and stuff like that, but I really hadn't gotten to know them until very recently.
Can you change rudder time into Clam Club Ussy?
No, I cannot. Rudder time will stay rudder time. Thank you for giving them a shout out. But yeah, if you like them, definitely go give them a follow. I think that they're a really good bean. I think they have a really cool vibe to their stream. I think they have a really good community, so definitely go check them out for sure. You met Donuts from another person. They've been nice to know and chat with. Yeah, I think we could become pretty good friends. I didn't know them until I didn't get to talk to them until just recently, but I think we could become pretty good friends, and I like them a lot. Thank you, Lysic. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think it's semantics. I don't think there's a distinct difference between furry and scalies or whatever. I see. It's actually funny. You guys don't know this. Back in the day when furries, how do I describe this? So furries and scalies, or like dragons specifically, were sort of a different community within furry for a long time. They were a different community within furry for a long time, and they were pretty separate, and it was like actually sort of widely considered weird if you were like involved in both of them. And these days it's like just the same thing. It's all the same thing now. But like back in the day, it was like widely considered like a little bit weird. Like, oh, you're a dragon, but you have a furry character. It was very strange. Of course, a scaly would say that. Listen. But yeah, to be fair, what's really funny is you guys just like the last 2.5 hours of stream. What you guys just observed is basically like my first time ever hanging out with Donuts. I had never really spoken to Donuts much more than just like what you saw just today. I had a few brief conversations on Telegram with them, and that's pretty much it. We have not talked to each other much. So you guys kind of saw like my first time actually hanging out with Donuts, and what our vibe is like together. And I was not sure what our vibe was gonna be like today. We hadn't really talked about like our plans. We had not talked about like what was going on today. I just sort of, yeah. That was pretty much it. But I had a fun time. I had a really good time. It's an interesting vibe. How do I put this? It's also interesting streaming this on a Sunday, because I'm sort of like, it's 2:30 and I'm done with my segment with Donuts. What do we do now? I got hockey. I don't know where my husband is. I've got hockey in a few hours. I think it's at 6:30. So we can probably just keep hanging out for a few more hours. Maybe like another hour and a half, and then I can go play hockey or something like that. It's beat a furry. What is that supposed to mean? Boop my snoot? No, boop your snoot. Boop. But yeah, like I guess we got a couple more hours to just sort of hang out and vibe. Normally I would, just sort of scooch over to the side there. That was weird. Normally I would probably just again stream, like, but you know, I guess we just hang out. I'm cute. No, you're cute. I feel like I had somebody to talk with, like in voice now, and I'm like a little bit like I don't have like a flow now with chat anymore, or I hadn't set up a flow with chat to talk with you guys just yet, and so I'm like, wait, I don't have a topic to talk about now. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? What are you talking about? Oh, I had an idea, a really dumb idea for stream, where I was like, what if I like watched the original Digimon series on stream together or something like that? I thought that would be interesting. Tomorrow's Hug-a-Furry Day. See, I like the concept of Hug-a-Furry Day much better. Just because I've seen other people, like other furries and streamers, do like kitchen nightmare streams and stuff like that, which I think that, like, they're kind of funny. Like you like watch some TV show. I guess you can do that as long as you don't post the VODs or whatever. Watch Digimon, but cut out every scene without Guillemon in it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need to go find Guillemon and just crush on Guillemon together. You want a hug? Techie, I'd give you a hug. I'll give you a hug in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, 3 days. In 3 days. Techie, I'll give you a hug in 3 days, okay? Techie, are you coming to the hockey game? I feel like I'm getting graphical artifacts. Maybe my video card needs to be reseated or something. I hope my 3090 isn't broken. That would make me very sad. Probably not. Okay, that's fine. I will see you at the con anyway. I'm gonna be there like at noon or something. I think I'm showing up at like noon on Wednesday or something. I think. I don't remember. It's great I'm streaming on your birthday. Yeah, I mean, I would be streaming today even if I wasn't in VR chat. But I decided to do a VR chat stream today just because it worked with Donuts' timeline. We actually were gonna do a stream on Tuesday, but when we were organizing it, we got confused about the time zones. And I think Donuts thought that like my time zone was a different time zone than it actually was. And they got confused about it because they're like, it was like noon Pacific or like 1 o'clock and I was still at work. And Donuts was like, hey, are we starting soon? And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I need to start at like 5 o'clock Pacific. And I think they thought that I meant, that they meant 5 o'clock their time or something. And they got very confused about the time zones and what time everything was. And so I was like, no, I can't stream like that now. And they're like, oh, okay, I'll just get started to like now then. I'll just stream like for like now. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then we rescheduled till like today, just because it would like work for both of us. But normally I wouldn't do VR chat this day. Yeah, it was just funny. It's funny because like I asked him, I'm like, do you have ADHD? No judgment, because I do too. And I'm like, you're acting and talking exactly like I do, which I just thought was funny. And we're like, oh yeah, so it's just a couple ADHD derps being like, oh, I don't know what's going on, or whatever. Oh, do you know what? It's not graphical errors. I think it's just the particles clipping with my face or something. Like these particles of these bubbles, I think are clipping with my eyes, and that's like causing some weird white spots. Oh, or it's my model desyncing. Or that. Or it's my model desyncing. That was interesting. Okay. Maybe I should shuffle a little more into the middle of the room here. I'm still getting used to this new office for streaming and everything like that, so still figuring all that out. Sync this. Oh, yeah. Nope, we got some sync problems. That's definitely interesting. What do we got here? Oh, I think one of my trackers or one of my lighthouses is getting a beam of sunlight directly on it. You love me like no other. Aw, thank you. You can appreciate the unintentional birthday gift for sure. Yeah, I'm glad that this is something that you chose to spend your birthday doing, and I hope you have a good rest of your birthday too. Do I ever pop into the city? You've never left the area around this hotel? I prefer not to at MFF. I prefer to stay at the hotel if possible, but I think this con I'm gonna have to do a lot of traveling outside of the hotel because a lot of my friends have special events that are like dinners and all that kind of stuff. But I really do prefer not to. ADHD stands for attention deficit. Hey donuts. Yeah, basically, it turns out it stands for attention deficit donuts. Yeah, everybody is kind of scattered around different hotels, which is going to be an interesting experience, but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that we can have like a more of a central hangout space or whatever. It's going to be interesting because everybody's scattered around. I don't know. I'm a little anxious about the con, but I'm looking forward to spending time with specific people anyway. Flay's crew is in the embassy. You're in Crown. I'm in the main hotel. Yeah, there's no suites among us. Sus, by the way. But I did yet end up in main hotel with a friend, so you're only coming on Sunday. I will be there Sunday, so if you want to catch me in fursuit, I will be in fursuit between the hours of about 1 to 4 o'clock on Sunday, presumably, unless something goes wrong. So if you want to catch me, that's probably when I'll be available, if you want to catch me and say hi to me. Otherwise, you'll have to try to find me when I'm out of fursuit, which is a lot more of a difficult task. You live an hour and a half away from MFF? Oh my gosh. That's a bit of a drive, though. But I'm glad you get to go, at least. That's good. How's the stream going? Stream's going really well. I'm having a good time. I had a great time with Donuts. I didn't know how we would vibe together, but I actually feel like we got along really, really well, and I had like an actually amazing time just talking to Donuts and getting to know them a little bit, and like experiencing stream together with them. I thought it was really fun. And I definitely will bring Donuts back on stream again sometime. I think it was a lot of fun. Maybe I'll hop on their stream sometime. Did they try to steal my tail? No, but they did touch my tail a lot and rate my tail. They did go and like give my tail a rating. We got a live rating on stream, which was fun. I got a 2.8 out of 3 on the tail rating system. It's not that long of a time for you. I am traveling like 6 hours and I like to stay at the hotel, so I don't know. I'm just happy that people get to go at all. How's the tub? It's warm. It's nice. It's bubbly. It's fun. What is this? It sounds like it's last Christmas. It's Azalea Town, apparently. Yeah, I could definitely see that too. I tend to like I think Donuts' model is very cute, and obviously I obviously have physical, like, you know, I can see how physically it's very cute. I tend to like enjoy or get like I tend to enjoy people's presence or like become friends with people or like become interested in them more based on their personality. And like with Donuts, I'm like, oh, I'm actually really vibing with them really well. Hey Echo, hi. Oh, dude, the tracking in this new place is a little wild. I think, yeah, like I think the sun is shining through window and it's causing some issues. I gotta get those curtains, dude. I ordered some curtains, not quite there yet. Do I know any deer streamers? Jerb is a deer streamer. It's Jerb. Oh, are you leaving, Sam? I'll see you later, Sam. I hope you have a good Sunday. Also, hi, Echo. Perfect tail, except needs to be made longer to match my body size. Yeah, Lysic, Donut said that I should have a tail that is approximately the length of my shoulder all the way to my feet. So they said that you're gonna have to work on that, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm not like looking at chat as much as I should because I'm like still in like talking to another person mode, which is basically like I'm in podcaster mode. So I'm like, I'm not in the habit of glancing over at chat just yet. So if I'm missing messages, I apologize. Sometimes when I'm doing like co-host streams, that's sort of what happens, is like I tend to fall into the vibe of like just talking to them a little bit more. And oh, dude, the tracking is like not okay right now. Let's get a little bit more over here maybe. That might help. Maybe turn a little, get a little bit more of a dynamic Dutch angle on it or whatever. Something like that. Jerb is small and precious, but keeps offering new followers soft tacos, and he eats them all to himself. Oh my god, it sounds exactly like Noodles. But yeah, Jerb is actually a really cute streamer. I really like them. I like their vibe. They're really comfy and cozy. I like them a lot. So yeah, if you want a comfy deer streamer, definitely Jerb would be who I'd recommend. They're very good. Direct sunlight on my lighthouses or on my sensors are both bad for tracking. Yeah, no, for sure. There's not a lot I can do about it right now. There's just a giant sunset in the window, and I don't have any curtains yet. And the curtains don't come until like right before MFF, so there's not a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. You were hoping to join when Donuts was here, but you were running errands. It went really well. Yeah, I talked about it a couple times, but I thought Donuts was like, we vibed really well. And I don't know if that's what other people feel as well, but like I felt like we had like really good conversations. They were fun to have around. Their model is like really cute, nice on stream. They have a nice voice. They were like, yeah, they were really good on stream. I definitely would love to work with them again for sure. I am going to MFF, yeah, he says I am. I don't think that you're gonna be there, but I am going to MFF, so I will be gone this week. I know I've canceled a lot of streams lately, and I know that's like not great for like, you know, maintaining a streaming audience or whatever, but yeah, I'm hoping to be a little more consistent in the new year. But this whole tract of time between October and December has just had a lot of me traveling.
Sink, why couldn't I latch to Donut's tail like a tick and hiss at them?
Is that how you greet people, Noodles? I mean, I think it's just a little bit thick for you. I think it's tough for you to grab onto a tail that's that thick, huh? Can you steal my tail? This tail? You can touch it. Yeah, Noodles is literally too small for that tail. You're terribly sick and you hate your allergies so much. Your throat is on fire. I feel bad. There's a lot of people right now that are really sick. And like, I wish I could do something about it, but like, sadly I can't. I just wish I could make everybody feel better. It's like trying to hug a 1,000-year-round oak tree. Yeah, it's a big tail. They got a big one. Lysic, when are you gonna give me a model that like will satisfy Donuts' tail lust? I need to have a tail that's at least 3 times bigger. I need like a Firon size tail. Is that who you're beholden to? No. Bring the training montage of Noodles hugging trees in preparation for a snake friend. Yeah, something like that. Noodles is cute. Noodles kept asking like, Noodles kept asking about Donuts, and Noodles kept like wanting to climb on top of Donuts' back and stuff. It was cute. I was thinking, I mentioned this earlier, I thought it would be cute, and I don't think I have time for this, if I could find like a possum plushie, and
You're gonna be there, Chester is gonna be there, Whiskey is gonna be there, Jacka is gonna be there. I'm being abandoned.
Well, yeah. I wish I could say otherwise. What it's worth, I'm probably not gonna go back to MFF next year. I felt bad about like not doing as many streams lately. I know that like I've been canceling a lot of them lately, and like it's hard because like I've got all these things and plans that I've wanted to do. And it's because like I went and saw a friend, and then like I went, oh God, I did the League of Legends thing. There was another week I was gonna leave again. The week that Fooster and Artie were visiting Seattle, I was actually gonna cancel streams that weekend because I was supposed to go visit a friend for their wedding, and I just couldn't make it work. And I know that I'm leaving for MFF, and I know that I'm gonna probably have to leave for some Christmas plans and stuff. And it's made me feel pretty bad because, like, you know, I actually value a lot of my consistency as a streamer. Like, it matters a lot to me that I am consistently coming in and giving people streams and giving people content, and maintaining the community and whatnot. But unfortunately, I've just
You
been
can
really
repay
busy.
me with an iTunes gift card of $100.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. Gosh. But yeah, I think it does matter to me that I am consistent with my streaming, and I feel bad that it hasn't been as consistent lately. But you know, it's just one of those things. At some point, I've got to make decisions for myself and, you know, choose to actually like do things in my life and visit my friends. I am planning to do a lot of trips next year, unfortunately, and it's just sort of the way it's gonna have to be. You know, I was never meant to be a full-time streamer. I never meant to like have this be like a huge part of my life, and it sort of has become a huge part of my life. And I'm not saying I'm quitting streaming, just that like going forward, I kind of have to prioritize like, you know, seeing my friends and like, you know, visiting my family and stuff like that. So, you know, I've sort of taken an attitude of like, hey, if I have to cancel a stream here or there because I want to go see a friend, then I just need to do that, you know, and I just have to accept that, like, you know, maybe that means my community won't grow as quick, but like, you know, it's important to me that I still get to see my friends, and that stream doesn't preempt that, you know? That's all. I guess that's how I would put it. But I feel bad. It's been a lot lately. It feels like every second week I'm canceling streams. This last week I had to cancel a stream because of Tuesday's stream because I was so busy at work. I ended up being at work until like 7 o'clock, and it just wasn't gonna happen. And then this week I'm probably not gonna stream on Tuesday because I am packing to go to MFF. And also I would like, well, I don't know. Do I want to stream with Fox Paws and Cosmic Fox? Would you guys watch that? Would you guys watch us leveling in freaking Dragon Flight or whatever? I don't know. I think World of Warcraft is probably like stream poison, to be honest. I don't know that anybody even wants to watch that. As long as we still get Sync the Derg talking and chill at least once a month. Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna probably stream way more than once a month. I don't think I can go that
Do your parents ever complain about the lack of grandkids? My parents don't care, especially since I'll probably get a dog.
Mine don't. My husband's parents do sometimes complain about the fact that we don't have granddogs, which I think is funny. They really want us to get a puppy or whatever. Wow, it's just poison. That's probably pretty true. I don't know. I'll think about it. I think if I'm doing anything on Tuesday, it's probably going to be leveling up my feral druid. And so if Cosmic Fox and Fox Paws want to stream that content, maybe we will. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, feral dragon, exactly. Noodles is getting a dog. I don't think Noodles is getting a dog. I will get a dog. I thought about it. I almost bought a dog last weekend. Did I tell you guys this?
Right to jail, right away.
This weekend, while I was at Thanksgiving, I was on my phone because I didn't really know anybody at Thanksgiving, and I was like looking at dogs and puppies, and I literally found a puppy I like, and I almost bought it while we were at dinner, and I was like, oh no. Because I was like, somebody brought their dog to Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, I love dogs. Dogs are so cute. And he's like petting me. I'm like petting him, and he's like licking my face and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I want a dog. So I was on my phone looking at different Samoyed puppies, and I found a breeder that's got a puppy available, and it was a good price, and it was available right now. And I literally was like, oh my God, I should get a puppy. And I found the pictures of him, and he's so cute. And so I emailed the breeder, and then the breeder sent me a bunch of pictures and videos of the puppy. And I was like actively dying, and I wanted to buy him so bad. But like, I don't know if it's ever gonna be the right time to buy a dog. Cause I'm like, I like traveling so much. It's so hard to like convince myself that like I'm actually gonna do. I'm probably not gonna get the dog that I was looking at, but like I was very tempted for like a long couple days. I was like, oh my gosh, I should just get this dog. But yeah, I don't know that I would. I don't know. It's tough. Like I'm streaming. I'm so busy all the time. I don't know. I want him so bad though. He's so cute. Oh my god, I should send pictures of this dog to like chat. Cause oh my gosh, so cute.
There were 3 dogs at my Thanksgiving. My dad's Golden Goldie, my aunt's Boxer Clover, and my grandparents' Black Lab Cole.
See, if I was you Aces, I would just be like, yeah, hi grandma, hi grandpa, hi mom, hi dad. Anyway, I'm gonna be over here petting these dogs for 5 hours. See you, bye. Yeah, that's the thing is traveling a lot when you, especially when you have a young dog. If you have an older dog, it's probably fine, and you can like board your dog or whatever. But I feel like if I got a dog right now, I would basically be telling myself that for like the next year, I don't get to have PTO, I don't get to like take vacations. So like at least until the dog is like a year old or so, I would just basically have to be like, well, there's nothing I can really do. I can't really travel. I'm just gonna have to stay at home and take care of the dog, you know. And that's the thing is, yeah, I was looking at getting a literal puppy. It's like he was like 11 weeks old. They were distracted by the food. Yeah, the one I was looking at was like begging for food constantly too. Well, the dog that was at Thanksgiving, the dog that I actually wanted to get was actually really well trained. I really, really, really wanted to get it. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. It had a little bandana and a little bow tie in the pictures. Oh my gosh. The energy after being low after my family since they're traveling home, it's not bad. It's just definitely good since I got the energy in me. Yeah. Like I said, I always try to have like a comfy, chill vibe here, especially for my VR streams. I try not to get too hype about things. I try not to yell a lot. I try to like just sort of like, you know, have a nice chill vibe. It's nice. We're just chilling, you know? Show you're beautiful and amazing. You like my beans? Like I said, the first ones are free, but thank you for asking, Camillos. If you stick around, you'll definitely see my feet beans a lot. I just don't like to make it my focus of my stream. It's around. Just need a little soap. God, if I got that Samoyed, oh my gosh. I would have to wash the Samoyed constantly. Oh my god, I would have to get groomed like every month. God, it's too much. Yeah, the chill vibes, that's the whole point, for sure. And I'm glad people enjoy that. I was actually really self-conscious about it like a long time ago. I was like, oh, am I like, oh, we're doing another blep? Okay, hang on. I was actually really self-conscious about like my stream vibe a lot. Hang on, yeah. I was actually really self-conscious about my stream vibe for like a long while. There was a time where I was like, oh, do people think I'm boring? Like, do I not talk enough? Like, am I not like hype enough as a streamer or content creator because I'm not making like big hype moments and like playing games where people are like, whoa, you're so good at this video game and stuff like that. And like, I kind of got over that. I've gotten to the point where like I feel pretty comfortable about my vibe and like what it feels like to be in my community and my stream instead of like being like too focused on trying to create hype moments. I've sort of accepted and am happy with how I am now. I like that people feel comfortable here. I like that people can put the stream on and just put it in the background and just chill. Yeah, that's important to me. Can't go wrong with bleps. People do seem to like them a lot. The VR bleps are a good value, for sure, for sure. You guys got a lot of good value out of those bleps today. You got some snake and dragon lickies. Donuts wants me to clip that and send it over to him. I'm a sweetheart. Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of, like I said, that's what I go for. It's nice that people like that and care about that so much, so, yeah.
I like the Time Scout redeemed rudder time and you were like, look away, this is not for you.
Yeah, listen. Like I said, sometimes my stream, it's funny, before stream, I was talking to Donuts because I every time I invite somebody onto my stream, I give them the rundown of like what my stream is like, okay? If they're streaming with me, then I will try to if they're streaming with me, I'll try to like let them like pull the stream vibes a little bit more towards like what their stream is. If like we're co-op streaming, so if they're live at the same time. And Donuts was not live with me today, but he was not streaming, so I gave him the rundown, and I try to give this to people that are streaming with me. I'm like, hey, okay, so we're a PG-13 stream, but I do skew a little bit up. I will allow flirtation, and I will like let suggestive stuff go through. So if it's like, you know, oh, we're like thirsting over like a hot dragon or something like that, that's fine. But like just don't be explicit generally, and limit the amount of cuss words and everything like that. And they totally understood or whatever, but it is funny for me every once in a while, because I'm like, you know, you'll get somebody like Scout in and they're like, oh, it's rudder time. And I'm like, oh my God, Scout. I just become acutely aware of how sus I'm acting. You know what I mean? It's funny. Crouton, that's not what you're supposed to come in stream and say. That's not your line. What's your line? There you go. Thank you. Hi, what's up, Crouton? Hi. Nady was asking me earlier today if like if you came into my stream also and just hit everybody with the What is this song? There's Plenty of Time by DJ Cutman. This one's a little bit trance-like. That song slaps? You want me to go back to it? You like it? All right, we'll stick with it. I thought it was a little bit weird and trance-like, but if you like it, I'll keep it with it. Do I accept aggressive compliments? You can compliment you all you want. Just don't make it explicit compliments. You know what I mean? It was the Me channel music. How far along was this? Was I? I don't even know. We'll probably go for a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I started a little bit late, so we'll go a little bit longer. Normally, my VR streams are about 3 hours, so we'll probably keep it about the same today. Just a little bit of a shorter stream, since, like, you know, the point of the stream was streaming with Donuts, and Donuts is bounced, so we'll see. We'll see how long we'll go. I also did, like, a 11-hour stream yesterday, so, you know, I probably should, like, give my voice a rest. That's what you mean by aggressive? If you mean by aggressive, you mean like, oh, you have really pretty eyes, or like nice hair, or like a pretty tail, that's fine. Just don't be like, hey, I would like to, you know, do things to you. You know what I mean? The beat reminds you of Latin American music with how the drum beat usually sounds in some slightly fast-paced songs. Oh yeah, it's got that reggaeton sound a little bit. Scout stream vibes are kind of similar to mine. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why me and Scout get along so well, in general. I think we've had a very good friendship together just because it's like, we have very similar vibes and Chaos Gremlin and chill vibes to each other, yeah. You're gonna pull a 24-hour day tomorrow for the Durg flight? For Dragonflight? Well, Bomb, you know that the game doesn't come out until like 3 p.m. Eastern, right? So it's 6 p.m. Eastern, or it's 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So you probably can sleep until like afternoon or something like that, and then take a full 24 hours in the morning or whatever. I thought about doing the same, but I really have some work to do. So I guess it depends on how much work I can get done tomorrow. So yeah. Compliments with the use of swear words. I generally won't cuss on my stream, and I prefer for people to keep it a little bit PG-13, but I'm like, you know, if you see the vibe in front of you, you can probably get what the vibe of the stream is supposed to be. That's what I will say. But it's not like people don't cuss in my chat. I don't really give a crap, but yeah. I want people to feel comfortable. I just don't want, like, basically don't make people uncomfortable. That's all. Just don't make people uncomfortable. PG-13 movies are allowed one frick. Well, I say frick probably once a stream. I hate people with the hard F word, like once a stream probably. You're getting home from class, sleeping for a bit, getting up to for launch, and then going 24 hours. I used to do that for like launch day on expansions, Now, I mean, like, I've got MFF coming up. I don't know that I'm going to do it. But probably Monday night is going to be me playing a lot of Dragonflight and trying to level as much as I can. And I'll probably spend as much of Tuesday doing that before I leave for the con as well. But then I've got the con for a few days, so I'll have to, like, finish leveling when I get back, basically. Yeah, we got a hot tub stream today. We had a co-host a little while ago, but they bounced. They had no more time for us, which is fine. Getting home from class, sleeping. Yeah, I said that, yeah.
Let's wah, all the wah. Wah is life. Wah is good. You should wah. Wah.
Wah. The way he said wah, that was really good. Wah. Yeah, number one rule is just don't make people uncomfortable. That's the number one rule here. And I don't cuss. I don't say the hard F word once a stream aces. I feel like I say it more liberally these days than I did before, but like I still try to limit it. Yeah, we had a Durgan Snake stream. What, Echo? What did I say? Did I say something wrong again? Did I mess up? Am I about to get canceled? Pressing X to doubt? What do you mean? What part of it do you doubt? What part of it exactly are you doubting? Every time I say co-host, you think of the social media site? Oh. I've not even looked at that website. I'm reclaiming the word co-host. I've definitely gone full Joker before. I don't cuss a lot. Compared to a lot of other streamers, I've definitely cussed on some streams when I get tilted, or like in some cases, but like I try to limit it in general. I don't know if you notice it, but like the thing is that when you do notice it, it's because I'm doing it so rarely. Like but that's like my whole, I guess I don't talk about this a lot. My whole thing and my whole point of what I do and like my stream personality is that like I don't cuss. I'm generally wholesome. I'm generally very friendly, but every once in a while, I'll be like too horny for my own good, or too vulgar for my own good, or too violent for my own good. And then that's the chaotic moments that are funny, right? That's my stream, is that you're like, oh, Sync is so wholesome. Oh, why is Sync not being wholesome? That's my thing, basically. You know? That's the chaos. That's the chaos reigning.
Dying mysteriously after my beehole changes shape to look like my face.
What? What is that even supposed to mean? Aces, I don't even understand that one. You try not to swear all that much. I swear to add emphasis to something because people don't expect me to swear. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess that's sort of how I do it too, is like every once in a while I'll drop the swear word because I think it's like, it makes that moment more intense. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's how I would describe it, I guess. Yeah, cursed butthole comment. Cursed butthole moment. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we live in a society is the thing. Exactly. That's Gunner's favorite clip. That's literally Gunner's favorite clip ever. It's funny, actually. I used to cuss a lot more in real life. Before, actually, my husband has said this as well. Before I started streaming, I used to cuss like way more. And one of the things that my husband like likes that I've changed is that like I cuss less now in real life because of streaming. Because I used to like just indiscriminately swear around kids and stuff like that because I really don't care. Like they're gonna learn it at some point anyway, I guess. But now I do it a lot less. So yeah, Puck is so wholesome. Kinda. In many ways. You swear a lot, but statistically people who swear a lot are more honest. I mean, like, I do swear, I just don't do it on stream because I try to like, I guess my point in what I do on stream is that I'm actively trying to make sure that if your mom walks in on you watching my stream, they're not like, what the hell is this? I guess. So most of the time, I try to keep my stream to a point where it's like if your mom saw you watching your stream, they wouldn't be like, what on earth is going on? Although as I sit as a half-naked dragon in a hot tub. So I don't know. Maybe that would be kind of weird for your mom. Rudder time has entered the chat. Rudder time doesn't happen all the time, though. Every once in a while, sure, it gets a little sussy. Like when I showed, you know, James's big boobs on stream. That was a little weird. Your mom has seen your fursuit. Nothing phases them anymore. My mom knows I'm a furry. We don't talk about it, is how I would put it. Like, I don't think when we hang out that she mentions me being a furry in any way, shape, or form. Like, actively. I'm not sure if it's something that she, like, actively tries to avoid, or if it's just not something that she thinks about anymore, I guess. I don't know. She definitely knows about it. She just doesn't talk about it to me. You have an actual question? Okay, what's the actual question? Any chance you can get a photo of me in fursuit? Exclamation mark fursuit in chat. I don't think your mom knows everything that goes into being a furry, but she knows you're a furry. Yeah, I mean, I think my mom has a pretty good idea of that as well. For me. Because I made it pretty apparent, to be honest. Are you in the it's okay to wear any jersey to a hockey game camp or only wear the jersey of the team that are playing? I think it is really weird for you to wear a jersey of a team that isn't playing, personally. Mostly because like it's like why? It's like why? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me, I guess, to wear a jersey from someone else. I don't know. I think it's okay to wear that jersey if it's of a player that once played for the team that's on the ice or something. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been streaming for like freaking 15 hours this weekend. My throat's getting to me a little bit, and I haven't had any water today. I think, but yeah, I'm in the camp that like if you're gonna go, like for example, I'm a Calgary Flames fan. If I went to an Edmonton Oilers game that was playing the Chicago Blackhawks and wore a Calgary Flames jersey, it kind of just it makes me look like a bitter loser, basically, right? It makes me look at somebody that's like, oh, why are you even here? Why are you watching the game? Like, sure, you could be here because you're just a hockey fan, but it kind of just makes you look like you're here because you want to watch the Oilers lose. You know what I mean? You've seen me somewhere before? I have been around for a few years. Yeah, MFF is one of the common ones for sure. Thunder of the Night, welcome to the... Yeah, Thunder of the Nightlight, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by, welcome, welcome. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. You love my fursuit? Thank you. I love my fursuit. I think it's like the best otter fursuit. I'm a big fan of it. Have you seen the back where it glows? It's like all glowy. Can you say... Hi, Sync. Can you say... Eat you? Can you say... Eat you?
Thank you for being such a chill streamer, Sync. Your streams are like free therapy, and I appreciate that more than you know.
Aww. HPK, thank you so much. Thank you for the, I'm trying to look here to make sure I'm right here. Is it 2 or 7? Yeah. 2 months. The 2 months, the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean, and thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here too. I did it, thank you. Oh, okay. You're welcome, I guess. Aw. You don't want to watch them lose? I mean, I do want to watch the Oilers lose. I'm gonna be cheering for the Blackhawks, but like wearing a Flames jersey and like hoping that the Oilers lose with your Flames jersey on makes you like, it makes you look desperate, I guess is how I would put it. Torin, thank you for the, wait, hang on. What the heck, tier 3 subscription for 2 months. Thank you for 2 months at tier 3 in the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. If you meant to get a text-to-speech in there, if you have the points for one, just use it. If you didn't get it by accident, Use the points for it, and one of my mods will redeem your or refund your points. I don't mind that. The boop doesn't work? It should work. I thought there was a boop command. If there isn't, get Foxboss to make one. I'm the connection that you appreciate since I'm a dragon and you're always lighting up your day more than it is. Aw, it means a lot. Thank you. I'm just glad that people are enjoying it and having fun with the vibe. How's the water? It's nice and warm. We are here in paradise, so you know, having a hot tub in a hot place is a little bit of a weird vibe, but you know, it's comfy. I like it. There wasn't a text to speech. You just love this stream and want to support it. Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Torin, and thank you for being here. I'm so happy that all you guys are like part of the community and you're all like good beans and like you're also wholesome. Well, for the most part, you're also, it's funny. Like people say a lot that like your community is usually a reflection of you. Like it is almost always a reflection of who the streamer is. And like, it's like what you cultivate basically. And I think that's so true and so funny because when I think about it, I'm like, oh, my community is always like antagonistic a little bit and like just a little bit troll and gremlin to me, but they're also so wholesome and so loving and so sweet. And I'm like, that is like the perfect reflection of who I am as a person. What kind of dragon breath do I breathe? I'm an ice dragon. Yeah. Diordan, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by and thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. You've actually never been in a hot tub before? It's comfy. I like it. It's nice. It's nice. I love going on a hot tub on like a cruise ship or whatever when it's nice and cold on the when you're out on the ocean and it's cold. So yeah.
I love you, Bottom.
Wow, I love you too, Noodles. So mean to me. For dinner, you're having Maggie McFlay's Thanksgiving meal sandwich of stuffing, cranberry sauce turkey that was donated to your local community center. That sounds really tasty. That's why I'm so chill. Yeah, that's part of the reason. I always thought it was really funny that I'm like an ice dragon that has such an affinity for like warm, hot beaches and being warm. Like I'm like, it's like I'm so cold-blooded that I like need the hot space to like feel comfy. It's kind of a funny thing to me. You're just having leftovers. That still sounds really tasty. That sounds nice. But yeah, I always thought it was funny. Like, it's like, oh yeah, look at me. I'm an ice dragon. I'm gonna go lay on the beach in a tropical area. It's like you'd think that an ice dragon would be like, hey, let's go hang out in the snow or whatever. And I'm like, nah, frick the snow. I want to be on the beach. He's cruel, but it's his way of showing affection. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Honestly, Noodles is like that girl that like hits on you, but because they hit on you. Like, but by like being mean and weird about it or whatever, they're like trying to like bite you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's Licky's time. Bear the Husky, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by and welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks, thank you for the follow. Anyway, it's time for Lickies. My horns and spikes fade in and out. Yeah. Can you see them? Yeah, they glow. Oh, somebody asked earlier if I have rings on my horns, and I do. I didn't answer because Donuts and I were talking at the time. But yeah, there's little rings here. I think they're on this horn. And they represent my my character's siblings. There's two other dragons that me and my friends consider each other our siblings or whatever, and each one represents one of those other dragons. One is a gold dragon and one is a silver dragon. Well, the gold dragon's more of like a banana color. But yeah. Do I have multiple personas? Yeah, I would describe that as that. But I mean, I've been around in furry for long enough that that's like pretty not unusual, to be honest. Yeah, and I got the floopy floppy ears. I can pull them out like gremlin ears. I can look like an actual goblin. Harlock, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, the horns glow. These glow. Actually, you can't see it, but all my markings here, they glow softly too. But because we're in the light, you can't see it. But my wingtips, they glow slowly too. Back here, right here. You probably have too many personas. I don't collect personas, But I feel like over time, as I've grown as a person, basically, I've slowly like adapted and made different personas that fit me and my mood more at different times in my life, is how I would put it. So like at some times I feel like I'm more masculine, sometimes I feel more feminine, more non-binary, or like there's certain elements of my personality that I feel like are more amplified or I'm more into at the time. And so like sometimes I feel like it moves around. I would say that this is probably the way I feel the most right now, the most true to myself, like this feeling right here. But yeah, it moves around. It moves around quite a bit. Can you meet the Sync siblings at some point? Probably not. They're not like, they're pretty socially averse, to be honest. Those two people, they're my friends, but they're kind of introverts. They're not streamers. So pretty unlikely that you'll meet them. Have I ever RP'd on Moonguard? No. No, I cannot say that I ever have done that. You want to know something cool? There's a friend of mine who makes worlds for VR chat. And he told me that because of how I am and how kind of a person you are and how much you mean in the community, they're going to make you a world. Yo, that sounds awesome. It's a nice tropical feel. I love a tropical feel. It's nice. It's nice. I mean, this is my home, you know? This is my literal home. So yeah, I like it a lot. The one you forgot, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by. Welcome, welcome. I mentioned this to Donuts that I got this VR world. And it sort of accumulated as this thing like that I wanted for the community. I built this for the community. Well, I didn't build it. I bought it for the community. And how much it means to me that it exists. Like, this is literally my home in VR, right? Like, this is my house. And it's the closest to owning a home I've ever had in real life. And like how emotionally attached I am to like this space in this world. When I first stepped foot in it and it was finished, I was like, wow, like this is it. This is my spot. This is me. It's like there's so much of it that is me, and it like means so much to me. I don't know. Another blep? We're just gonna be licking screen the whole time, dude. Sink Wolf, hello. That's a nice thing for me to do. I mean, like, a big part of it was like, you know, the community. I wanted a place that the community could come hang out. And I think it's cool that we've got like this space. Like there's the over there. Yeah, hang on. Over there, there's like a movie theater, and then downstairs there's a movie theater too. We'll give chat another really quick look. But yeah, I haven't done a movie night in a while. I want to do more movie nights, but I've been so busy. I just don't have time. You know, it's hard with how much I'm doing all the time. I just have not had time to do like, I want this up a little bit more. Yeah, I have not had time to do like a proper movie night and stuff like that. I really wanted to do one for Halloween. I was thinking about watching Hocus Pocus or something like that, but just didn't have time, unfortunately, you know? Would have assumed that you enjoyed a tropical atmosphere in a beach house kind of aesthetic based off my IRL experiences of me. Or due to you liking it when you saw it before somewhere. I think it's just like, for me, it's like a chill vibe feel. There's something about like being on the beach and like the sunset and just chilling out. There's something about it that just fits me right. Didn't I say I had news today? Well, the news for today was that I was hanging out with Donuts. It was an announcement about today, was what I was trying to say, is that I was hanging out with Donuts, because it was a special stream. It's a different stream today than I would normally stream on Sunday. Normally, I would be playing a game today, so that was what it was supposed to be. You had a pony OCs like Perkins, BJ's, and John, and then the little OCs that you can't remember. I mean, I've never had a pony OC, but like, I don't know. Like I said, it's all about like how I feel in that moment. Sometimes I feel more like one character and sometimes I feel more like another character. And I actually talked to a therapist about this, and they said that actually it was really healthy, and that like it was really interesting that like I knew my emotions and myself and like my moods well enough that I had like characters and names for them. basically. And I'm like, yeah, something like that. But like they thought it was like a really cool thing that like you were able to like sort of say like, hey, I'm able to like fit in the skin of this character, and that you can say like, hey, I feel like this at that moment, or you feel like that in that moment. Horse gang. Yeah, no, that was never really became my community, but I have nothing wrong with, I don't care about that. Like, I wouldn't say I don't care about the community. I have nothing wrong with like the pony community. It doesn't bother me at all. As far as I'm concerned, they're basically furries. The aesthetic and atmosphere is what you love. Yeah, that's the thing. It is like the vibe and the aesthetic and like the feel of the space. If you've ever been to an actual resort in like a tropical place, it's just that place where you could just lay there and forget everything else exists for a while, you know? You could just be like, you could just lay down for a little while and just feel like you don't have to think about your problems. You can just be there and you can just be in the moment. You can listen to the ocean and feel the warmth and just be happy for just a little while, you know? Even if it's not forever, you can have it just for that little bit of time. That's how I feel about spaces like this. It's like, it's just a zen moment, you know? You busted the big guns in the air humidifier. You wish you had a dragon one, but I don't have the website to design your own dragon OC. I'm sure that exists out there. I paid an artist to design my dragon. I actually originally was much more of a plain blue dragon. And then like all these markings and stuff like that, they came from an artist that I paid to like design my character with me. And basically I sat with them and I was like, hey, here's the things that I like and I would like to see in my character. And they like sort of like came up with designs and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. Hey Kodai, how's it going? Dude, what song is this? Is this, hang on, this is Stardew, right? I'm pretty sure this is Stardew. You were a modded Starbound character who became fluffy. See, everybody's got an origin story, and I don't think anybody's origin story for their character is wrong or different. Like, some people feel like they come from a pony world. Some people are like, you know, they're Digimon or Pokemon, or they come from dragons, or they just like an animal, and they start with something basic, and then they sort of evolve it over time to make it more themselves. And I think all of those things are valid, and I think that there's no one that does it wrong when they make a character that makes them feel good, you know? Little Fox Taro, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. You know? That's how I feel about it. Because I went through cycles. I went through dragons and cats and dogs and all this other stuff. And everybody has a different moment. Everybody has a different way of designing their character. None of those are wrong. And you don't even have to have a character. But, like, you know, I like having a character. You should post your original OC in the Safe for Work art channel. Of course, go ahead. As long as it's safe for work, you can post whatever you want there. That channel is for you. That Discord server is for you guys. It's not for me. I mean, like, I'm there and I'm happy to be there, but it's not for me. Like a 3D model website that can be done on a laptop. That might be, I mean, it depends on how good your video card is. Of course, there's like Unity and stuff like that, and you can always substance paint a model. You can always just get a model and substance paint it, but that's not free, unfortunately. Unless you find like a free version of it or something. You completed your first official drawing of your primary persona today. It makes you feel like you know yourself better. See, that's what I mean. It feels so good to have something that you can connect with, that you can look at it and be like, wow, that's me. That's me. That's how I felt about this model when I got it done. I got to try this model on and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually me. Like, I can see myself and be like, that's me. And it feels so validating, right? It feels so good. Blender is free. Blender is free. And Substance Painter is not. But yeah. Is someone a real furry if they don't have an OC? Yeah, of course. Furry is not something that there is any sort of barrier to entry into. If you call yourself a furry, then you're a furry. That's as simple as it is. You don't, it's
General
not something.
Rule is you can post wholesome, but you can't post some whole.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Ace, is you can't post some whole. You can post wholesome, but you can't post some whole. That's a great way to put it, exactly. But yeah, I don't think that anybody needs to have a persona to be a furry. You could identify with furries, like furry stuff, and not have a persona and still be a furry. That's exactly how you felt when Artie gifted you a ref sheet of Echo. Yeah, when you get to see it and you're like, oh my god, it's me. And you're like, it's me, dude. I'm like, it makes you feel so complete almost. It's like, oh my gosh, like this image of what I wish I could be like in real life. And you can like live inside of this other skin that's like a different being that like is it's like perfect, and it's like exactly what you like you are in your head. You know what I mean? Because like so many people have like a head image for themselves that maybe it's not an animal or whatever, but like they can imbue those things that they wish that they were or are in their head onto that. So for example, like I wish that I had like a much more feminine proportioned body in real life. So I have this, right? I wish that I had this in real life, but I don't. I'm not quite the same build. So I have this, and it feels so much more natural. You know what I mean? It's so good. A furry is someone who is a fan of anthropomorphic characters. Exactly. So if you're a fan of anthropomorphic characters, anthropomorphic animals, then you're a furry. You don't have to have a character. Most furries do have a character, but it's not a requirement. There's no requirement to be a furry. Exactly, Torin. I'm saying this all the time. Labels are crazy. And even then, like, I talk about like sexuality on my stream a lot, like in whether like being bisexual, gay, pansexual, whatever, all these things, whether those matter and if people have a box or even for their gender.
Jay wanted me to say that all of that basically describes him pretty well, and it feels nice for him that he can relate to someone.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Jay. I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah, I say this about gender and sexuality a lot too, is like, you know, if there's a label and a box that you feel like you fit in, that's great. That's really good for you. And that can make you feel really wholesome or really whole as a person to know and have a label for what you feel. But if you don't have a label for how you feel, that's okay too. Because not everything has to fit in a box. Not everything has to have a word for it. If you find that word, that's cool. But like, your feelings are still valid no matter what you feel. It doesn't matter if there's a word for it or not, or if your gender or sexuality fits somewhere on a spectrum that nobody's ever quite described and nothing quite feels right. That's fine. And it's true of like things like labels like furry too. You can be a furry that's like me and have fursuits and a VR persona and multiple personas and art and all this stuff. You can be like all the way in like me, or you can be very lightly in. You can just be like, hey, I think furry art's cool, and you call yourself a furry, and maybe you don't go to cons or whatever. That's fine. You're still valid. You're still a furry, you know? All those things don't make you a furry. They just make you a person that likes certain things, and the label is what it is, and you don't even have to accept the label if you don't want it, you know? You did furry things for about 4 years and only just recently marked yourself a furry. I think that happens for a lot of people, is like it sort of creeps up on them. They're like, oh, this thing's really cute. I like this really cute thing. And then they get into it and they start meeting people that are furries, and they realize that all the things that they hear about furries like on the internet are not like true, that we're like not all crazy weird monsters. And that we're not like all cringe, although I'm not gonna say I'm not cringe sometimes, you know? And then they start going like, oh, well, maybe I can be part of this. And then they make friends with it. And then they're like, oh, maybe I am a part of this community. And then they fall into it. It becomes like a thing that they like a lot, you know? I'm happy for you, Jay. That's good, that's good. Turns out I'm actually huge. I don't have any cringe quotes. There you go, confirmed not cringe. No cringe quotes. But yeah, that's actually like my whole goal here, is that I've always wanted this place, and I've said this a few times, even this stream. I've always wanted my community. I've always wanted my stream. I've wanted all of this to feel inclusive. I wanted to feel like you can be comfortable here. Even if you weren't a furry and you felt like, hey, you know what? I really like the vibes of this place and I'm happy to be here, then I'm happy to have you. You don't have to be furry. You don't have to be gay. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to be anything. You can just be yourself and be happy and be included here, you know? As long as you know you're not making anybody else uncomfortable, then I'm happy to have you. 90% of the furries today identify as furries just because the word furry is so fun to say. Furry is fun to say, and we're fun to be, so. You actually got FA and DA accounts back in 2013 and wasn't a furry? Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not a hard requirement. You can do whatever you want. Having a FA account doesn't make you a furry. Calling yourself a furry makes you a furry. Aw. The basement AI just breathed a sigh of relief. Yeah, I may be cringe, but at least I'm happy. That's how I feel. Embrace the cringe. Let it flow through you. The longer you embrace the cringe, the more you embrace the cringe and you let yourself be what you are, the happier you are. Like, the less you're thinking about, like, what other people think about you. You could just be a person, you know? It's nice. Well, Jay, I'm happy you're happy here, and I hope you continue to be happy. Whoa. We're gonna get some lost frames here again, looks like. Oh, there we go. Oh man, it's been so good all day. That's the first I've had a drop. I guess I haven't stress tested my video card up until now. I don't know. Hi, Costella. Hi, welcome on in. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you as well. But yeah, I guess I haven't stress tested my computer. I don't know if it's a video card thing or if it's something else. It's just I'm having black screens every once in a while, and I can't tell if it's the cable or if it's my computer. Maybe like maybe the cooling on it isn't so good. Maybe I should check that. I did put it in a different place. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not venting as well as it should. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to test my computer because I'm definitely getting some black screens and stuff like that I shouldn't be getting. And it was working fine in the other location, but now I don't know if it's a power issue or what. Yeah, I built my own computer. I actually used to be a computer technician before I went to school for biology. I was a computer technician and I built my own computers. I diagnosed computers. I stopped doing it because building a computer is a hobby for me for a long time. And then I switched into biology because I was like, I'm sick of doing this as a job. I don't want it to be my job anymore. I don't like my hobby to be my job, you know? I think having your hobby being your job, it's funny. What's that boomer quote? It's like, do something you love for work and you'll never work a day in your life. I don't know how much I buy that quote, to be honest. Because like, I loved computers and then I did it as my job and it made me want to die, basically. Metaphorically. Just like every day it sucked. I was like dealing, I don't know, just it sucked all the fun out of it. It stopped being a hobby that was fun and it started being like something that I had to do, I was required to do, and that concept of you having to do it sucks like a lot. You know what I mean? It's like the being forced to do your hobby thing, and it's like, well, I don't want to do my hobby right now, you know? It was no fun. A dragon, look over on the otter stream. Well, normally on a Sunday I am an otter, but for my VR streams I'm often the dragon. And we're doing a VR stream today because I have.
Why don't boomers say something smart like put it in the sink, not the pink?
Oh my god. Why can't those be the same thing as the thing? But yeah. You were watching my streams for a bit, about a month, mostly on the weekends. You're amazed you managed to make me so comfortable. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, that's good. That's good. There's actually been a lot of new beans lately. I've noticed, like a bunch of new people in the community that have been coming in, that have been like really vibing with our community, and I think that's really great. I feel like we're getting to like a little bit of a second wave or a second growth spurt of the stream is the community. We had a really big one last summer. Where that's where I became partner, and we had like a really big growth surge in the community. It slowed down a lot after that. We sort of had the same beans and like same people for a while. But I feel like lately it's been growing a lot. We've been getting a lot of new people around. A lot of people feel pretty comfortable here. It's making me pretty happy. I'm enjoying it. I think quietly I'm having one of the best stream months that I've had ever, which is pretty cool. It's been fun. Second wave. Your mom always wanted you to pursue your hobbies and become a career, but I never wanted to do that because it would ruin my hobby. I sort of agree. And I think this is something that Zoomers are getting right, younger people are getting right, that I think that millennials probably missed, is that I don't think a lot of millennials, I think we were listening to our parents too much when they said like, hey, go do something that you actually like to do, instead of, hey, go do something that you can tolerate doing, that you're good at and you understand. And so you can pay the bills so that you can actually spend your time and money doing what you actually want to do. Yeah, the Discord server's been a lot more active lately. I love to see that. That's part of why I'm trying to hire a community manager, to find somebody that can like really like handle a lot more of these the events and more hangouts, because I really want to encourage that growth. I want to encourage people to stick around and hang out with each other. But I have not had the time to do so lately, so I'm trying to find somebody that could like that can manage that. And can like run some VR events, run some hangouts and stuff like that, and just keep things going. But it's a little tough to like find somebody to do that that's willing to do it. So yeah, we'll see it. You're a millennial and you're one of the older millennials too. Yeah, I mean, like I would put myself in that description as well. I mean, like I'm in my 30s, you know, I'm not like in my 20s anymore. But yeah, I think if I could tell Zoomers one thing that they're doing right, it's that exact sentiment. It's like, yeah, find a job that you can tolerate doing, find a job that treats you right, find a job that pays you well, and that you can go there and you can take it and put it aside when you're done with it. Like, don't bring work home with you. Don't bring the stress of work home with you. Do your job, leave at 5 o'clock, and then go do your job and spend time with your friends, spend time with your family. Like, you know what I mean? Do that, focus on that. And if that lines up with something that you do like doing and you like being at work, that's good too. But like, never do your job any favors. Focus on your life, not on your job. Your job is not your life. And I think that's something that we started understanding as millennials, but I think Zoomers are really getting now. You know what I mean? You always loved computers, and today you became a developer, but your true love, besides technology in general, is gaming and games, and you don't want to work in oh, the tracking. Okay, then we're good. You don't want to work with games? Yeah, I would recommend not working in games if it's part of your passion. I think it would ruin, especially knowing how the sausage is made and like all that kind of stuff. It ruins it for you. Computers, I still enjoy. But now if like a friend asks me to help me diagnose their computer or what's wrong with it or to build their computer, they gotta have to be a real good friend of mine or else I'm not interested, basically. Job is job, hobby is hobby, and home is home. Exactly. Like, streaming is my hobby. And I love streaming, and I've continued to stream because it's my hobby. And I do worry that if I ever had to do streaming as a job, that it would ruin it for me. Like, grind would ruin it for me, and that scares me a little bit. But that's why I'm so happy that I have a job as a biochemist, and that like makes me feel like I can do this as a hobby and have like this community as a hobby and spend time with my friends instead of like relying on it to be my job, you know? It's nice. Your monitor's been acting up. Can I look at it? Absolutely not. Buy a new monitor. I used to wonder why people used to, like, as a computer technician, I used to actually wonder why people would bring their computers for me to fix, even if they were good at computers. And then I got to doing it as a job for long enough that I was like, you know what, actually somebody else can do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not interested. I'll literally pay people to do stuff for my computer, because I'm like, I literally don't want to do it. I just don't care. It's just not worth my time, you know what I mean? Most high-level careers will ultimately require a take from work, at least overtime. It's okay, so it's a little different for me. Like, you're asking maybe the wrong person. Do I have take-home work? Yes, but it's voluntary. It's a little bit of a weird thing for me to answer, because like, I like what I do, and what I do means so much to me that like I am willing to put that extra time in for free and give my company extra hours for free because I care and think that my work is so important. Like, I'm literally publishing papers on cancer and different biological disorders that like can help people. Like, and if my work and putting in 2 extra hours here or there can save somebody's life and save somebody's family and, you know, keep them alive so their friends and family get more time with them, then it's worth it, you know? Like, that's why I do it. That's why I put the extra time in. That's why I'm in this industry. That's why I don't mind being paid less than a cookie clicker dev, you know what I mean? Because
Can I eat your homework so I can become smart just like you, so I can be so smart that I can float around with brain power, so I will be able to get to the noms on the top shelves?
Noodles, we've established this. You have a PhD in astrophysics. You don't need my smarts. You're smart already. You're smart, but you're also like dumb sometimes. I'm not making butts in the lab. No. I don't even have, as far as I'm aware, there's no butt tissue in my lab. But yeah. Your persona's lure is that you're an outcast that needs to pretend to fit in even though they look different as well, which is why you love the furry fandom. I don't need to pretend. I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. A lot of people get into furry because they're like, you know, as kids, they didn't really get along with people, and furry feels like a place where they can get along with people and have people that like really understand them or just accept them for who they are, even if they're a little weird, even if, you know, they like some stuff that people don't always think is normal, you know? I think that's important. What's up, babe? You brought tacos? What kind of tacos did you bring?
Shrimp.
Did you, oh, you made them?
Yeah.
There's shrimp tacos in the room. There's shrimp tacos on my desk. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to end stream. But yeah, I think that's a big part of furry. I think furry, for a lot of people, is a place where they feel like they can be accepted, which is nice. Which is why, like I said, I put a lot of emphasis into having people feel comfortable here. Because to me, that's what furry was all about when I was growing up, and it's nice to have people here that, you know, feel like they belong, feel like they've got friends here, feel like they've made friends here, you know? Furry is where I feel accepted, I agree. Yeah, you got tacos up in this place. You never really liked shrimp until the last few years? Ah. Leggy Boy Logan, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by and welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Welcome into this wholesome community we're just talking about. Dude, I love shrimp. I always liked shrimp. I always liked like seafood in general, but like, oh, tracking, little whack again. Dude, the tracking, stop it. Dude, this song is so peaceful. It's such a good vibe. Seafood is gross. I mean, that's where you're wrong. Actually, it's delicious. Absolutely incorrect. Oh my God, I can smell the food now. That's gonna destroy me. It's just over there. I can smell it. Ah. Oh no. Lake food is great. What's the difference between lake food and seafood? Isn't it like the same thing? I don't know, I just talk about fish. Fish is fish, man. Yeah, the music is relaxing. I try to pick music that's always gonna be nice and chill. It's always gonna be like a nice vibe that people like fall asleep to almost. Like, I've thought about doing, I know a lot of streams pick music that's like really hype, and it's like, oh, why am I, oh. People like sometimes people pick music that's like really, really hype, like in like gets like, you know, it's like bouncy and whatever, but like, I don't know. I've always preferred a vibe that's like more chill. Something that's like you could put in the background and you could just chat with me and you could just feel like comfortable and happy. And like the hype music is good. It's fun. I like hype music. I've thought about doing streams with the hype music, and I even tested it with some people, and they said like, oh, the lyrics are too distracting. I just want to listen to you, and if I hear like the lyrics, then I'm like focused on those, and it's tough for me to like listen to your words and stuff like that. So you're trying to attend 2 streams at the same time, so sorry for not speaking a lot. You never need to apologize for that. Don't worry about it. Once again, one of the things I really like to emphasize, you do not need to be here. You are a part of my community, no matter what, no matter how much time you spend here. Even if you choose to spend a break, if you come back and you feel like you're still a part of this place, then you're a part of this place. You don't have to watch my streams. You don't have to support my streams. You can do whatever you want. I'm just happy that people choose to hang out at all, ever, whenever. You do not need to participate in chat. You don't need to participate in the Discord. You can do whatever you like. I'm just happy that people choose to show up at all. Hi, Kyle Fox. Hey, how's it going? I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, Kyle Fox, wait, how's it going? How's the TikTok career going? And Cecily Boy, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, my tracking on my waist tracker is just going absolutely crazy. Maybe we should stand. Maybe it's time to get out of the hot tub. What do you think? Let's get out of the hot tub. Oh, I walked into the wall. right, it's time to get a hot tub. Did you guys hear me walk into the wall? Do you hear the thump? Yeah. Oh my gosh. My skin's probably all wrinkly. You mean my hide? Your energy is affected by the music that you listen to. I agree. I feel that way a lot because like I'll be like listening to like a hype music and I'm like, oh, I'm getting like kind of anxious. I'll put something chill on and I can focus like way more. Music affects me like a lot. Like a lot of games, if they have like music that's like well crafted, it will affect my mood more than like anything else. Like almost like I know how to feel in a scene because of the music more than anything else. You know what I mean? Imagine being banned or yelled at for not commenting enough. There are streamers out there that will like yell at their lurkers and be like, hey, you're lurking, go chat more. I don't care if people lurk. I don't give a crap. Doesn't bother me. If you're lurking, I will chat with other people or I will just chat with myself. I will find something to say. Don't worry about it. You know what? You're not new follower now? Well, thank you, JT. Jay the Gamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the community. Yeah, I gotta be careful with my body temperature. I'm an ice dragon. If I get too hot, I'll melt. I'll just literally melt away into that freaking hot tub. You haven't uploaded in almost a month. You're hoping to upload tonight. Work has been so crazy. Oh, I understand. Sometimes things get crazy and it's hard to keep up with content creation, especially if like you're a content creator that like, how do I put this? If you're a content creator that like, is all go, relies on a schedule, and TikTok's algorithm is absolutely brutal too. If you're not upgrading and getting slam dunk hits all the time, it will affect everything else and the algorithm will stop pushing you. It's crazy. And also Clenchal Time, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, music is crazy powerful. I feel like sometimes if a game has like the right music, or even a movie, if a movie has like the wrong vibe or the wrong music, like specifically the wrong music, I will literally be unable to connect with the movie. Maybe this is a neurodivergent thing, I don't know. But if it has the right music, I will vibe with the movie so much that it will become my new favorite thing, basically. I don't know how to describe it. It's unreal. Like, it's like, it could be an amazing movie, but have terrible music, or like the music doesn't like emote well enough. And I'll just be like, nah, not for me. Just not for me. If I'm an ice dragon and you're a fire dragon, how would hugs work? Well, I like the warmth. As you just noticed, I just spent like 2 hours in a hot tub. Still here lurking and vibing. I'm glad to hear. Is that not just normal? I don't think it is. I think a lot of people don't rely on music to feel their emotions, but it is fairly common for me that if I don't have like context cues for what I'm supposed to feel in a moment, that I won't feel anything. I don't know. I think that's the part that's unusual. I think that's the part that's like, I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody could correct me, but I think most people, if they're not neurodivergent, they just feel things. But I don't feel things often unless I have context cues to understand what I'm supposed to feel. Have you seen the videos where they show a dance scene from a movie and take away the music? That's what I mean. If you look at a scene, like sometimes I think about this. It's like in real life, I will watch a movie where something's so romantic, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love what's going on here. I feel so loving for those people, right? But like the music is there. And if I was to watch the same scene in real life play out, I might be like, oh, who cares, right? Like, it doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't matter. I'd be like, oh yeah, they're cute together. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? I don't know how better to describe it. Maybe it's just a different, like, it's like a visual spatial learning type thing. It based a number of my Dungeons and Dragons encounters purely on a single song that you found the feeling of. I actually made it. I made a Dungeons and Dragons boss literally this exact same way. I remember thinking about, you know, the Super Mario 64 boss music where it's like ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba ba ba, that song. I've made a literal boss in Dungeons and Dragons because I was listening to that song and I'm like, oh, what if it's like, it feels factory-like, right? So I'm like, what if there's like a factory and like there's like a bunch of like gnomes or something like that operating different parts of the factory, and the whole factory is the boss encounter, and like you could choose to attack like these gnomes and that would affect different things, and there's dice rolls to randomly determine what the gnomes were doing, and then there was one big bad boss that was up in the rafters, but you had to go get her, but then like there was this whole mechanics around you, and I'm like, oh, it's like you know what I mean? It was like such a cool thing. It was like a cool idea for like a boss fight. I really enjoyed running it too. It was a lot of fun. Baker, welcome to the Clan Club. Thanks for stopping on by. Welcome, welcome. Bonk. What's the bonk for? I didn't do anything bonkable yet. I guess I'm not wearing all my clothes, but you know, I just got out of the water. Don't sue me. All your D&D bosses are just rip-offs of WoW bosses and mechanics. That could be useful, but I think a lot of D&D stuff needs to be like more big and like more, I don't know how better to describe it. A rudder time, should we get one last rudder time in before we go? I do need to eat these tacos. It's like Jerb brought me tacos. Now I've got tacos to eat. Hang on. Let's get you zoomed out a little bit so you get the full view. There you go, the full view. But yeah, I don't know. I have the same thing. Like the music, I just vibe with it. It's so important to me that like I have the music, and then I'm like, I'll like hear the music. What way am I facing? I'm facing directly into my computer. I'll hear the music, and like that music will like change. Ah, frick! I ran into my freaking wall again. Dang it! I'm so stupid sometimes. This new room, I'm so dumb. I'm so not used to the size of this room yet. I need to put on like the VR like guide things. Just walk right into my freaking wall. I keep punching my wall. So stupid.
Jay wanted me to tell you that he thinks that tail looks wonderful.
Oh, I'm glad. I worked very hard on growing it myself. Yeah, I bonked in real life. Is there a cooldown on Blep? It's like 5 minutes maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, did you guys hear the bonk? Did you guys hear that when I smacked the wall? Just walk straight into the wall. Ow, my hand. Yeah. I turned off my noise filters now that I'm in like a big office. So now you can hear anything. If I drop anything or any sorts of noise, I have to be very aware of it. But yeah, I'm not used to this size of space before. My VR space before was like about 50% bigger than this. So this is a smaller office, but it's private, so like I can not bother like my husband while I'm streaming kind of thing, which is nice. It's good, you know, but it is smaller, and so I'm still getting used to that. Still getting used to it, but yeah. All right, we'll go a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it there because I can smell these tacos, and it's absolutely destroying me. My hunger is like out of control, and I have hockey in 2 hours, so, and I still need to. I guess there's like a new bag in World of Warcraft for like reagents or something like that. So I need to like go get that or something. I guess I have to go kill some elementals. I don't really know. Somebody was asking me for a guild invite, but I don't remember who it was. I'll have to ask who that was in the Clan Club Discord later. I'll have to remember. Try to remind myself like, hey, somebody wanted a guild invite. I don't know if Foxpaws took care of it or not. Yeah, I don't know where to get the elemental coins or whatever. That's the thing. I don't know where to get those. I know they exist. I just don't know where to get them. Somebody told me I have to go kill some elementals or something. I don't know. Dude, this one's kind of a bomb. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I'm having a great time. We've had a great stream. I feel great about the stream. I think it's been fun. I'm excited to play hockey in a few hours. I'm excited to see a bunch of you guys at MFF in a few days. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm pretty happy and excited right now. It's been a good weekend. I'm happy that like, you know, the office is finally getting set up. My streaming setup feels good. My VR headset has been like well behaved for a couple hours, which is nice. Gotta do the first few missions of the Dragon Isles awaits thing. All right, whatever. I guess maybe we'll do that before I go to hockey or something like that after I hop off stream. We'll see. Dude, Zelda remakes are always go so hard. It's crazy. But yeah, in general, it's been... how do I even put it? It's been a chaotic week or two with the move. I was feeling really down, really stressed out for like a week or two, probably like the last month actually. Now that I'm actually in the space, there's art on the walls. There's like, you know, my computer's here, our couch is here, our bed is here. Things are feeling much better. Things are feeling much more natural. Things are feeling like I actually feel like I live here, you know what I mean? Which is a good thing. I'm starting to feel a lot happier again. I can feel the happy entering me again because I was starting to feel a little like stressed and depressed and tired about like everything going on. And now that I'm like starting to see the routine again, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It's feeling nice. It's feeling nice. All right, bye, Mark. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by. And thank you for the hugs. This is that moment when your VR headset says in a slight whisper, says a slight whisper for now. Yeah, this is the moment where my VR headset just like turns off. Actually, there was a point earlier when I was having donuts over that like my headset went completely black for like 30 full seconds, and I was like, oh frick, I'm gonna have to unplug this thing and fix it. But actually, I don't know what's going on, but like I wonder if I unkinked the cable by turning around or something like that. It's actually been really good now. I'm sort of wondering if I've got a problem with the cable at this point. And it's not a problem with the software, the heat or something like that. Do I have prints out of the VR house portraits and the portraits on my walls? I could show you. Here, hang on, I'll show you really quick. So you guys obviously, if you've been here, you know about the art that's here. So I have some art on the walls of my character or whatever. This one is printed. This one is on my walls. The one on the left here. The Lurls one is not printed. This one I just got printed. This big one here of me on the surfboard, that's my starting soon screen. That one's getting printed. The one of my icon, that's printed. And then the one beside it of me with the surfboard, that is getting printed. I actually have more art to add to the walls here that I haven't put up yet that I need to do in my update of the world. I actually want to update those, and I want to update these as well. So I want to get some more pictures from our meetups, which again is something that I would want my community manager to manage. I would want them to like manage a folder of like managed screenshots, but again, I need to find somebody to do that so that we can like really like update these more often, these pictures on the wall. But yeah, these are just members of our community that we like have consistently showing up to like different groups and stuff like that. There's a lot of pictures of Lysic in here. There's me and Lysic right there. I love this picture. It's very cute. But yeah, some of them are. Can you see the first picture you showed us? That one right there. Where do I go to get stuff like that printed in real life? Not sponsored, but you know, whatever. I think I ordered from easycanvasprints.com, and they're not even expensive. I think a big print like that cost me like $20 to get printed or something like that. I think I made it paid like $20 or $30 for each of my prints. It's not expensive. And they put it on like on a piece of wood and then like mount it on canvas, and it looks all professional. It looks like a real printed painting and whatnot. It's really nice. And then you can have like these like actual like canvas prints that you put up on your wall, and it's a really nice way to put professional looking art on your wall. It's nice.
Where is my portrait? It should be life-sized. It needs to have a gilded frame and a spotlight. I should be all alone on a wall because no one else can compare. Hurry up, I'm waiting. Oh, and slide one of those tacos over, ya hog.
Noodles will get you one eventually, maybe. All right, like listen. But yeah. Okay, hang on. I don't know why the smoothing camera thing is doing this thing where it just like shows me like inside the camera. That's a little weird, but whatever. But yeah, they're really nice, and yes, that piece of art is done by Paco. Yeah, it is done by Panda Paco. It's a really cute piece. Panda Paco's such a sweetheart. I love them so much. They're a really nice person. Where's your portrait? It should be life-sized. Yeah, Noodles, I actually, listen, there's very little art of you right now. I would love to see more art of you, but there's very little of you, so like just chill. If we do get art of you, I just slapped my microphone as I was pointing. If we do get art of you, then I will get it put in the Clam Club, okay? You can just relax. You love Paco too? Paco's such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. They are one of the nicest people I've ever met. We got that piece of art because it is a representation of me and my friends. We were hanging out when we were on a cruise together. That was one of the excursions we did. We like went and swam with these manta rays, and they were like climbing all over us, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a fun time. So yeah. Sinkin' Noodles art when? Maybe. More than likely that'll end up being a fan art or something like that it gets posted or whatever. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, I should probably wrap up here. It's 4 o'clock my time. We've been going for about 4 hours here. Christella, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. And I can smell this food, and I gotta eat this food, dude. I'm gonna die. It's so good. It smells so good. The shrimp tacos. I love a fish taco. It's so good. Met Paco at MFF last year. He should be here this year. But yeah, he just got here around the tail end of the stream. There will be more streams. I don't know that I'm gonna stream on Tuesday. I'll be honest, I probably won't. If I do stream, it will probably be like a World of Warcraft stream of just me and Foxpaws just messing around in World of Warcraft. If there's a stream, more than likely that's not gonna happen. So we'll see. I will let you guys know in the Discord whether it's going to happen. If I don't stream this here, I will stream the Tuesday after that, which I believe is December 5th or something like that. Like I said, like a month or two ago, these streams are still going to be sort of erratic coming into like next year. But in 2023, we should be doing a lot more consistent streams. I have no real vacation plans for the first few months of the year. So you should get full-time streamer sync basically 3 times a week, not seeing me any big gaps in my schedule outside of Christmas basically. So yeah, we'll see it there. Yeah, dinner does sound like a good idea, and you guys should eat too. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Make sure you're drinking water, make sure you're eating well, make sure you're taking care of yourself, because I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of, you know? You weren't able to hang out a lot, but you enjoyed the time you were here. Well, I'm really happy for that too. Like I said, I'm happy that anybody enjoys their time here, and if you can feel comfortable and safe here, that makes me happy too. Let's give you one last licky before I go. Virtual hugs. Give chat a virtual hug before I go. And if you're going to MFF, guys, if you're going to MFF, 2 things I have to say to you. Find me. I will generally be fursuiting between the hours of lunchtime and dinner time. So around noon to 6 o'clock, you'll find me in the main hotel primarily. I probably won't be escaping the main hotel for the most part. So if you're looking for me, look for me there. Second, if you do find me at MFF, please ask me for a sticker. Tell me that you are a stream viewer. Tell me that you are looking for me. And if you know who I am and you say you want a sticker, I will give you a sticker, a pair of stickers probably, or 1 or 2, whatever you want, basically. I primarily reserve those sticker giveaways for people that recognize me from stream because they come from the stream support money. So generally speaking, if you want a sticker, say that you know me, say that you know, that you remember me, that you watch my streams or something like that, and that will like sort of tell me that I am gonna give you a sticker basically. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's generally when you're going to see me when I'm in fursuit. If you want to see me outside of those hours, I'll probably be at the Twitch Furries meetup at some point. But outside of that, you're probably going to have to catch me like just wandering around and being a derp. All right? But for now, you finally finished with Shadowlands. Penicus, were you the ones that wanted a guild invite? I don't remember. I am about to end stream. TiVo, did you just get here? It's been a couple hours here. Let's see here. I'm just gonna try to find Twitch really quick here. I do need to end stream because I gotta eat some food. Oh, I'm sorry, TiVo. I will be back here soon. Bomb Brigade, you need an invite? Message me on Discord, please. Definitely message me on Discord, okay? I had an amazing stream. I had an amazing time. I think this was a lot of fun. I felt like I needed this. It feels very renewing for me to be able to sit and chat with you guys because I haven't been able to do that in a couple weeks. So it feels nice to just be able to sit and chat with you guys outside of a video game, just sort of be able to talk to you guys and everything like that. I always find these streams really healing for me, personally. They're really nice. So yeah. Let's see here. let's see. What do we got here? You know what? I was talking about this person the other day. I think I'm going to send you over to them because I haven't rated them in a little bit, and I think that they're a very good streamer and a very good creator, very soft vibes, and I love them a lot. So I think I'm going to send you guys over to them. And TiVo and everybody else, I will see you guys in a week when I'm back from MFF. Like I said, if you are going to MFF, please come find me. Don't be shy. I hate hearing that people saw me at the con and then were too shy to say hi to me. I am just another person, and I'm just happy that you guys are like, you know, enjoying yourselves and everything like that. And I really want to give away all these stickers. I've got like 150 stickers to give away, so, you know, come get them. I am gonna have to go. I gotta eat some food. I gotta go play hockey. So if you want some more, if you want to join me again, I will be back in another week. I will probably be doing basically this exact same stream again for in a week on Tuesday next week. And I believe that'll be it. It'll be Tuesday, December 5th or something like that, whatever that day is. I did mail the stickers out. I mailed a lot of the stickers out. The next round of stickers is going out before I leave for MFF. If you want me to give you the stickers at MFF and you haven't received them yet and I haven't mailed them yet, ask me, and again, I'll just give them to you at MFF instead. I don't know what the situation is for some people, but yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I gotta get packed for MFF, and I'll see you there if you're going, and if not, I'll see you in a week. And I'll miss you guys, and I'll miss streaming. Bye, guys. Say hi to my friend for me. Give him the bean raid, okay? Bye, guys. I'll check the list. I'll check the list. Promise. I'll check the list. Bye, guys.
Hee hee, time to cause chaos.